and it made me fine. Gucci! Hello, Gucci. Hello, hello. Doing awesome. Good, Mars. Don't judge us. This warm-up match. You guys know how warm-up matches go. Happen next game. You... Oh, this is farther than I thought. Alright guys, here we go. Not the greatest of jumps. Let's go. Hopefully. Ooh, hopefully we don't come up too short. I'm not. What is happening? I'm starting to panic. I'm panicking. Trust the process. Panic attack. Trust the process. Yeah, we'll come down here, guys.
Marked a location.
You see that there's one or more over here? I think I'm gonna drop that and pick up this Bizone here. You guys need to get on me. I took your stuff, Cinco. I don't have any vest or anything.
There's an AK here.
I got supplies.
I have an AK at the moment. Thank you. I want to see that from. Oh, I'm moving slow here.
I don't need this for. Drop the UMP here. I'm going in that house. And yeah. I got a beacon, we can use it to try to get rid of the transformers. One line. Nice. Nice. No. Let me watch this out. Nice one. Nice.
Up above me, above
Marked a
me.
location.
I'm sure I'm coming from behind.
He's behind this box.
Oh. Now to ride the box. Healing. Or landing. The back. Someone open the crate rather.
Yeah.
Watch out!
I'm pushing these guys. Nice.
I need some more nines.
I need 9s. Yeah, same. There are people at center at the main building.
Alright, well, I don't have any nines really, but I got my AK.
I'm gonna grab another gun. Anyone needs an 8x?
I don't have a sniper yet.
No.
There's...
Hello everyone and welcome to Rain Esports. This is the $600 out of the deep day 1 finals. Let's go. These boys have been fighting for days to get here, so let's give them some screen time love. In slot 3 are the Real Gunners Esports Tampa. I see you. Slot 4 are the version 9. Hello, Jack Lord. In slot 5, signed to God, we got the animal. Slot 6 are these sinners. Slot 7, and we got Scarface. Slot 7 are the Golden Eagles. N.A. Where is Fierce? Look at this. Casper's in the house already. In slot 8 are the Noobs Esports. Cat God for the win. Definitely not noobs, boys. Definitely not noobs. In slot 9, Bala's Reborn Esports. There we go. I will try to get your name right. I have 10 matches to get it right. In slot 10, we have the Zero Mercy, and they do live up to their name with Zero Mercy. In 11, the Celebrity Killers. Hello, Sunshine. Slot 12, our Freedom Esports. Slot 13, Velocity. In slot 14, our Made in Nepal. Slot 15, we have Team Control Star JPK in the house. It's nice to see you back. In slot 16, we have Alpha 4 Legend. Slot 17, almost there. I can't wait until they say we are here. Here we are. And then in slot 18 are the Soren Jelly Peanut Butter Jelly Dab. Oh yeah, oh yeah. There are your teams. Tampa, big fan, Tampa. I see you. Hello, Tampa. Tampa even hit the like because he's got a number 2 next to him. Sunshine, number 1. I know 2 people that hit the like. Thank you, guys. So what do you guys think of the screen? Shout out to Rain and the staff over there, the beautiful Peach, for making all these graphics. I did the best I could to get them in here for you guys. A little different for us, but there it is. I hope you guys like what I tried to do. Because I tried to do it. I tried to fit everything so that you could actually see. Tried to get all the timers right. Alright, so it does look like Noobs is still missing somebody. And then we got Made in Nepal. Where are you boys? Oh, and they're starting without you. We will see you next match because this is match 1, day 1, match 1 of 10, and we are headed to Erangel. And to be honest, guys, I have not figured out what the what the order is, so we'll find out together. How's that, guys? How's that? With this graphics that they made for us, we're gonna have to be a little slick. I'm just gonna go ahead and put the map up like this for you guys. I am gonna jump with Tempa because I love him. I love the Tempa. Alright, there you go. Tempa on your screen. Get some clothes on. Alright, so we're gonna jump with the Real Gunners Esports. This is the iPad. I did not have time to get all the pretty stuff on there. Guys, let me know if you want the iPad to stay like this for the maps so that you guys can keep an eye on it tomorrow, or if you want me to put the screen in the background. But we're gonna have to jump back and forth this way, and I'll do the best I can to remember to switch them. You guys know, you guys already know I have so many new buttons. Alright guys, here we go. 14 nights first map. We are coming in from Lipovka, going across to the western edge. We're going over Mansion and School Rozhok. We got Watertown underneath us, Georgia Polk Crates, and South George. There is your first flight path of tonight. Alright, so it looks like we've already got a team or two jumping off at the start. I'll zoom in on my screen to pay attention to what's going on. And it looks like the Golden Eagles NA are jumping to Lipovka along with Alpha 4 Legend. Looks like Alpha 4 Legend may have decided to move on up. We might have a fight down here, so I'm going to come on down here on the main screen. I'll switch back and forth between this and the map. I'll do the best I can, guys. Alright, so we do have, let's see, Casper's still up in the air. There he is in his Godzilla. He is a Godzilla. Rah. I'm in a good mood, guys. Alright, so, ooh, Dr. Chemist. Hello, Dr. Chemist. Big fan, big fan. Alright, let's check in on Alpha 4 Legend, see what these guys are doing. It looks like they're all clustered to this northern side, so I don't see the fight just yet. I'll go ahead and put that map back up there for a minute so you guys can check on where your teams drop. And I'm just going to keep checking in over here. It does look like 10 is down to about 5 HP. It does have that M249 going. And look at this, all the Golden Eagles NA are starting to crush up on him. And he does not even have a helmet or a vest. And ooh, I'm not feeling so good for 10. And stars from the side. This is the Golden Eagles NA. Let's see, the rest of them, they are still trying to get on back. We do have M416. Ooh, found Casper with the Uzi. So I think Casper's gonna get picked up, but I'm not sure what's going on over here. Let me check in on Shoo Shoo. Shoo Shoo, what are you doing over here? Shoo, oh Shoo, you see him right there. Oh Shoo. So Casper's down. Shoo is down. Oh no. How things have changed now. Alpha 4 Legends all in the same house. You could see that when Star is across the way, keeping an eye on everything that's going on. Look at this. Oh, 101 down to about 5 HP. Look at that. Oh, he can continued. He continued to peak stars. And look at this. He can see the other ones coming. And he is the last one still standing. So Stars does have to figure out how to get over to his team. It does kind of look like he's going to back away. And I'll go ahead and put that map back up there so you guys can see that our first zone is all the way up to that northeast side. We do have Stauber and Kameshki, just the edge of Kameshki, but we still have it up there. We're barely touching Military Base Island. And I think Stars may be able to get on out of here. They are chasing him. You can see from his mini map above that they are looking for him. He almost made it to that vehicle. Let's see if he can. Oh, nope. 10 got up there. So Alpha 4 Legend coming out of La Polka. They're going to be able to loot up now and go ahead and get all that. Alright, so let's see. We do have 3 teams over in South George. Let's head on over to Team Control Star. Let's see what's going on over here with all of them. They are in the central area of South George. They are sandwiched between, let's see, we got Team 8 over here, which are Noobs Esports. They are a trio, though. I'm not sure which one of the noobs. When I say that jokingly because these boys are not noobs. Hello, Robin. It's been a while. And look at this. We do have Freedom up here. They are paying attention to the teams. I think they're waiting. Thank you for the $5 super chat. Thank you, Rennie. Thank you. All right. Thank you very much. Alright, so now let's see. It does look like the rest of his team is starting to push up, but I'm not sure they've gotten enough information on where the 2 teams are. There are 2 teams down in South George. So this could be a pretty risky play. Let's see what they do with it. Let's go back to Team Control Star because we all know that Team Control Star, they are very good at what they do. And let's see. They do know that there's a couple of teams around them. JPK. Let's see what you're going to do, JPK. He's going to be the driver over here. But they are on the northwest side. Ooh. Oh, down and out. I am so sorry, JPK. So now, let's see what's going to happen next. We do have Doki. It looks like Doki is the one that's closest over here. And I'm going to close the door on him. Says that's enough of that. Alright, so let's see. It does look like Freedom Esports are all pushing up and around. You can see we got Lucifer right on over here. Did they pull away? I think they might have. And looking at the rest of the map with you guys, I don't see any other fights. Let me go ahead and put the map up on the screen for you. I do feel like Maiden Nepal may be getting into some trouble over here. So let's head over here, see what they're doing at the West Yasnaya gas station, because they did have a team coming up pretty close. Plus they're over here with the Celebrity Killers, and it's almost there. You can see almost there right behind them. So let's see. Swaz and Maiden Nepal are only a trio. And they are now really close to 2 other teams. You can see we've got Celebrity Killers over the eastern edge and almost there, taking over the thicket. The thicket. I like saying that. Alright, let's check in on Soren. It does look like Mama Boy may be keeping an eye over on the Novo crates. Let's see what he is doing, because we do have Freedom Esports that just got JPK out of that buggy as I was talking about him. Yeah, it's never fun when the person you're talking about goes poof right in front of you. Alright, I think this is a good time to put that iPad back up there. You guys can really check in on your teams. There's not a lot going on. I see a lot of teams setting up. Oh, what is happening over on this western edge? So now let's go all the way over to this California coast and see what is happening, because I feel like, oh, Angelica did get knocked because they came up and in onto the Noobs Esports. These are not noobs. These are not noobs. Alright, so Cat God, what are you doing? It looks like, where is Taxito? Are you leaving him? Oh no, it's Taxito. I think he's being left, guys. Alright, so, what is that? Neoloy? You guys and your names. I swear, I think you do it on purpose. Alright, let me put that back up there, because it does look like they're going to go ahead and get on out of there. But we are starting to get a little congested over by the Cube area, over by the Georgia Pole Recall. You can see that the Cube does have a team. It's Freedom Esports went on over there. We got Soren just to the west. Oh, we are going, and look at that, the Yasnaya Dinosaur Head Lake Center Zone. So let's check in on the centers. The centers are about ready to have a couple of teams. They are coming up to this northern side of the map. Let's see what is happening with them. They are just in the rotation. But if you can look over here, you can see that there are 4 or 5 teams all clustered coming in at the same location. So the shooting range and the mountains behind it are about ready to get really, really dense with people. Sign to God is still up in that Kameshki area, and they're still in the blue, so they need to come in velocity up at Stubber. And the rest of these teams, we got Bala's Reborn down in that Mildapar Peninsula, the southern part, and version 9 coming across that west bridge. So Team Control Star, they're still going down that California coastline, the Pacific Coast Highway. But I'm coming back over here because I feel like this is where we're about ready to get into a fight. We do have Soren and Freedom right across the way. There's some juice. Oh no, Jelly! Woo! That nade. They know where you are, by my boy. Let's check in on Mercy. Mercy taking those shots from up above on the side, trying to find Ash. Yeah, I'll try to say Ash very clearly. Alright, let's check in on Ash as we talk about Ash. There we go. See what's going on. Oh, Jelly! Oh, Jelly. Alright, so let's see what is going on. It does look like Ash is up to 2 eliminations. We got cars coming up. Alright, Mercy putting an end to that. Now let's see what's going on. Oh, Mama boy! Lucifer coming right up and over this ridge line and finding you in his 4x scope. So now let's see what else is going on with the rest of them. So what is Demon doing? And Juice over here in the Witcher Tower, down to about 20 HP. So let's see what's going to happen. We still have Soren coming in. We do have Bama Boy. He is behind that tree, but they have not been able to thirst him yet because he is hidden behind that tree. So maybe they can get him picked back up, but it's... Mercy! No! Mercy coming right up in here. Oh, and instantly thirsted. Mercy. What's going on with Naha? Hello. Soren coming right up and over. Oh, he got juice down to 1 HP. Here comes the push by all 3 of them in the car. And he's got 2 of them knocked. He still has 5 HP over onto Juice. And hopefully that sound in my ear does not mean anything bad. Alright, so Low is getting some of those eliminations. I still see, I see. So he should have 2 now. There we go. And there is still 1 more in the water under the bridge. So let's see if Low can... Oh, the bridge troll, but Juice winning this, but at a high price. He is now going into the rest of this. We are going into stage 3. But he has to go in as a solo. Alright, let's go ahead. Let me put this iPad up there for you guys to really check in on. Let me scroll it in a little bit so you can really see where your teams are. There you go. You can see that we still have teams coming in, like Team Control Star down in that lower southwest quadrant, and we've got quite a few teams set up all along that dinosaur head over by Yasnaya. You can see that all the way around, especially Sinners. Oh, I think Sinners are about ready to run into some problems over here. They are split really thin, and they are really close to several teams over here at the Coops compound. You guys know I call it the Coops compound. Sign to God and Velocity. This must be way up here at the top. What's going on over here? See what's going on with Velocity? Knocked by Sign to God down in there. Let's see what's going on with Toxic Mahal and the Animal. Animal, finding links. Alright, so that was Animal. And let's see what Toxic Mahal is doing over here in his McLaren. You can see on his mini map right up here that he is pretty close over here to Velocity. I'm not sure which Velocity. I can't really read it as he bounces around, but they are now on the chase, trying to get, oh, taking out Xenon. Took him right out of that Dacia. Alright, so Velocity getting picked apart over here. Xenon, let's see, Anuxify, what are you doing? Anuxify and Skybot, the last two, SKBot. I thought that was a Sky. Yeah, you guys already know I can't read. So now Velocity down to just a duo. Sign the guy getting some of those eliminations. Alright, let me go ahead and put the iPad back up there so you guys can get a better view of what's going on, where your teams are. And I'm going to go ahead and slide on in a little bit closer. I think Maiden Nepal might be getting into a fight over here. Let's see what's going on with Maiden Nepal. You can see from across the way, almost there, is taking over the thicket and the houses right across from them. And I do think that there's a team up in the volcano as well. Let's go on over here, see what's happening over at the recall center. And Zero Mercy taking those shots right across the way. So let's see, where is the baby up at the volcano area? Alright, baby snake it. Alright, oops, wrong one. Sorry guys. Oop. There we go. Remember, these new buttons are all new for me. That's my story and I'm sticking to it. Especially since I made even more new ones today for these graphics. Alright, I think version 9 are getting ready to get into a fight. They're right over here on top of, what's that, 9? Yes, version 9 coming right up and in onto the Balas Reborn Esports. Let's see, green, spectate, Zero Mercy, my favorite team, by the way. Alright, Zero Mercy in just a moment. Let's see, I want to make sure that we get the fights too. Where is Zero? Oh, we were just on Zero Mercy. They are over here at the volcano in the volcano compound, and we do have the Real Gunners Esports over at the recall, the school at recall. So they are getting some shots in their direction. Almost there across the street from them. There are your boys. All right. Zero Mercy, baby. What is happening over here? Let's check in on Alpha 4 Legend coming out of that Lipovka win against the Golden Eagles, and they are coming up on the version 9 right on over here. And the Balas Reborn. Oh, and Anuxify getting a shot. Just saw that, but it looked like he got the shot over here. I don't know. Maybe I read that wrong. Alright. So Alpha 4 Legend coming right in. And let's see. Looks like Looks like 101 getting chewed up, so he's got to get on out of there, and he should be able to get on in, but look at this. He is completely surrounded by teams. Follows up there. We got teams every direction, so as we're slowly closing these zones in on top of them. Let's see. I think now's a good time to put the iPad up. I don't really see any active fights. I see a lot of rotations, so I'll let you guys check in on the rotations. If I can scroll on in, there you go. You should be able to see where your teams are. I do see several teams that are going to maybe have a problem. Oh, Velocity, what are you doing? Where is Nuxify? I lost him somewhere. He is getting another knock. Let's see. I'll go ahead and get on back over here. Let's go peek in on what's going to happen up here, because I think almost there is about ready to get pushed up on by several teams. You can see that we got Made in Nepal, Sign to God, and we have the Sinners coming down and around. Which team is this? Team 8. The Noobs coming all the way across from that South George area. Go ahead and stay here for just a minute, center this map a little bit. Switch on over for you to check on your teams. And what is happening? It does sound like they are out and around. We got 33 Svan. Ooh, we got a PEL player. Alright, so let's see. Like he's trying to track them as they're driving across the range. Those wide open Yasnaya fields up and around. Ooh, look at that. Who got you made? Oh, it was Sinners. I got you. So let's head on over to here, see what's going on. Let's head in on Made in Nepal. Swaz. Made Nepal down in the depths of the Yasnaya field. Look at the mini-map above him. He is there getting pulled up on by several teams at the moment. Look, and just all-out slaughter in that dip. I'm not sure how many teams that we lost, but I do see that all 4 of them from the Sinners are still up and in this. And we do have Team 17 pushing right up and in, almost there, and they are over here. Scarface is keeping an eye on the serial killers. So we got a lot of chaos going on. Let's get back on over to almost there. Let's see what's going on with Moten. Oh, he's been taken down, but I thought he was going to get picked up, but it doesn't look so good for him now. Now almost there, getting out of this dip. Oh, the dip of death over here. And we still have 33 Spawn. He is right here in this parking lot. We've got all sorts of cars for your fancy and your current price level. Alright, so let's see. Let's go ahead and check in over here on what is happening with the celebrity killers while I zoom in on the map over here. When we switch over, you'll be able to see what's happening. I feel like Freedom Esports is in trouble. Let's see if we can get on over here, see what's going on with him. This Juice is down to about 5 HP, and they are all pushing up and around. The real gunners just coming on in. Godlin is out of it, but let me check in on the Tempa. What are you doing? It looks like they're just cleaning up the edge and now doing the sweep, and they should run right into Team 4 version 9 honk honk as they drive right on by. Let's see who is he seeing. Checking on Nahan right on over here watching, and now Nahan trying not to drive straight up and into Team 16 and decided instead to head over to Team 10. Zero Mercy. Team 16 Alpha Core Legend down in that down in that compound, and he is still not in zone. So let me scroll in on the iPad, give you an idea. No one is in zone at this moment, so let me show you. You can see that they are all driving around the outside of zone, all trying to get the fights, but they do have to get into zone. This is stage 6. Stage 6 is nothing to play with. And they had down to about 2 HP getting pushed up on it. That was baby. Zero mercy. Baby. He knows. They know that they've got a team right there in front of them. They know that they've got the sinners right behind them. There goes, oh, there goes Nahan and Tempa out too. So now we are down to the top 5 teams. But as you can see, we still have several teams outside of the zone. Let me put this iPad back up just for another minute so you guys can see what's going on. And I'm going to go back over to the celebrity boys. As they are right over here in a fight with the sinners. Scarface still on the Alamo Hill, still trying to get Vampire. These two have been at it, and they're right on the edge of the zone for the blue, right on the slow side. So they can take this a minute more, but we are moving in. Oh, that nade by Scarface. So let's switch over to Scarface now, see what's going on with him, see if he can get on out of there. Scarface is down to about 6 or Specs. Zero mercy. I got you. Alright, so we got Scarface throwing that nade. Look at that. Right up and over was that Scarface nade. He gets a lot of damage. And Scarface popping right up and in. But the rest of his team now over here in a fight with zero mercy. Zero mercy right here. Oh, baby, again. Zero mercy, baby. Again. We're down to the top 3 teams. Let me check in on what we're doing on the back end for that sky view. Let me give you an idea what is happening in the zone. Let me get it on the screen first, and that way you guys don't have to watch me try to rotate down and around. Alright, let's go ahead and head over to the iPad so you guys get a good sky view. You can see that we still have, oh, the celebrity killers. They're down to just Samar, and there they go. And so now it is just down to Doki. Doki is the last one still standing as they are all coming right up and in. He does get that knock over onto one of them and taken down and out. There you have it. Coming in for zero mercy with 14 total eliminations, 24 total points for match 1 of 10 of the Reign $600 out of the Deep tournament. Team Control Star coming in second with 4 eliminations, and the Celebrity Killers, they came in third with a deuce. Here are the rest of your scores: 4 through 6, 7 through 9, 10 through 12, 13 through 15, and a 16. Going out, zero mercy, baby. 5 eliminations, 942 damage. And with that, we will be jumping with zero mercy when we come right back. Be right back, guys.
You wanna push main?
Yeah.
Behind
I have
land. Someone landed here. Leave him.
Oh, there's somebody right behind me. In the middle.
pushing main. There's people up there. There's one more on top.
Can't quite tell which side he's on.
It's push.
I think he's right here.
Marked a location.
Oh, you're up there? Alright. Nice.
Oh, here a P90. Nice.
Oh, P90. Nice. Alright, let me check in on my chat. Let me check.
Listen.
Let's see.
Prime still breathes.
Wow, where's that lead?
How
I
tedious.
can't catch up. Early on, I saw Nuge online and knew he was playing with green. Here he is. Thanks for willing to carry me green in the Nuge. Nuge, I was playing and kept lagging. I rage quit. I understand that. And whenever I play NA, I always lag. Amaret! Hello, Amaret! Hi, big fan, Amaret. Yo, what's good, Mars? Just hanging around. Amaret, bro. Boo. Cody Hendricks in the house. Hi, everyone. Happy
Let's push these
weekend.
guys. Let's push these guys.
Happy weekend. Happy weekend.
Let's get the guy on the left first. He's in
Watch
here.
out.
Let's do that. I'm pushing this guy with the M249. I might die here.
I don't know where he is. Oh, there he is.
He's up one in front.
Two assists.
Bro, this guy had 12 first aids. What?
12 first aids. Alright, I want to find an M4 or something. Let's see, what did you have? It's got a scar. I'm gonna drop that. That
Is that an enemy?
There.
Yeah, it's an enemy. One more. I'm gonna get us a car.
Alright, I'm a little better off. Alright.
I got supplies.
How's everybody's weekend going? Anybody doing anything fun? That's my question. Fun.
Getting a car for us.
Dude.
After it.
What the order is. So we'll find out together. How's that, guys? How's that? With this graphics that they made for us, we're gonna have to be a little slick. I'm just gonna go ahead and put the map up like this for you guys. I am gonna jump with Tempa because I love him. I love the Tempa. Alright, there you go. Tempa on your screen. Get some clothes on. Alright, so we're gonna jump with the Real Gunners Esports. This is the iPad. I did not have time to get all the pretty stuff on there. Guys, let me know if you want the iPad to stay like this for the maps so that you guys can keep an eye on it tomorrow, or if you want me to put the screen in the background. But we're gonna have to jump back and forth this way, and I'll do the best I can to remember to switch them. You guys know, you guys already know I have so many new buttons. Alright guys, here we go. 14 nights first map. We are coming in from Lipovka, going across to the western edge. We're going over Mansion and School Rossock. We got Watertown underneath us, Georgia Polk Crates, and South George. There is your first flight path of tonight. Alright, so it looks like we've already got a team or two jumping off at the start. I'll zoom in on my screen to pay attention to what's going on. And it looks like the Golden Eagles NA are jumping to Lipovka along with Alpha 4 Legend. Looks like Alpha 4 Legend may have decided to move on up. We might have a fight down here, so I'm going to come on down here on the main screen. I'll switch back and forth between this and the map. I'll do the best I can, guys. Alright, so we do have, let's see, Casper's still up in the air. There he is in his Godzilla. He is a Godzilla. Rah. I'm in a good mood, guys. Alright, so, ooh, Dr. Chemist. Hello, Dr. Chemist. Big fan, big fan. Alright, let's check in on Alpha 4 Legend, see what these guys are doing. It looks like they're all clustered to this north. Hello everyone and welcome back. Are you ready to see these scores? Coming in first, Zero Mercy, 24 total points. Alpha 4 Legend, 12, and Team Control Star coming in third with 10. There are your scores. They're saying we're getting ready to start. We are with Rain Esports out of the deep. The $600 finals day one. Shout out to Rennie Mitch. Thank you so much for the $5 super chat. Your support goes a long way. I truly appreciate you. Truly, truly, truly. Alright, so I switched over right in the middle so that you guys could see the recap of game one instead of my game, because I just didn't know what to put up there. I didn't get much of the the rain action. And let's see, I want to make sure I don't miss the start. Looks like we're doing just fine. It looks like we're only missing a solo from Freedom Esports. I'll go ahead and show that over here to you. Look, oh, we just lost another one from Made in Nepal. So we're missing 2 players, but we are getting ready to start. Oh, just like that. Alright, so let me get this off my screen. Let me put this up on my screen. These switches, it's kind of crazy, guys. Kind of crazy. And this time we are jumping with Zero Mercy, baby! And I see you guys in the chat calling out Zero Mercy. Signed to God, the Celebrity Killers. Just keep them rolling, guys. Let me know who you want to keep an eye on so that we can switch back and forth. Make sure that all your teams are doing just fine. Got Zero Mercy on my screen now. So let's go ahead and do that. Get that off my screen. There we go. Let me put Zero Mercy so his feet actually, and the sounds actually match his feet, even though he's just standing there. Welcome to match 2, and I'm trying to find out if we're doing it. Okay. Alright, so shout out to Peach for getting these scores over to us. Let me go ahead and put that map up there so you guys can check in on the iPad where we're going. Alright, so we're coming in from that central north. We're coming in from the Oasis. Coming sorry. You guys know I can't read and talk at the same time. Coming in from the Oasis, going down and across the top of San Martin Las Leon and out that southeast corner. So we're still jumping with Zero Mercy, but at the very start of the flight path, we have the Sinners out. We have the Sign to God. All you people in the chat calling out for Sign to God. They are off the plane. They are headed over towards that Toromunda area with the Sinners. Made Nepal headed over towards La Caparia area. I don't see really anybody with them. Freedom Esports right along with ooh, Team Control Star. If you guys really look at that, there's San Martin from Crater Fields all the way down to North Bacado. Team Control Star on a huge split. Interesting. Alright, so it looks like Zero Mercy is jumping with Alpha 4 Legend. Let me get this up here. And let's check in on baby. Alright, so baby coming on into the graveyard. And Alpha 4 Legend, apparently it looks like they're going ahead and moving on out. I do see the Golden Eagles jumping over here. We may have a fight right here between the Golden Eagles and is that version 9 with them? Yes, it is version 9 right there over by that Chumasera Church. Oh, Shushu's already been knocked. Where are you, Shushu? And Shushu's already gone. So version 9 already getting an elimination. Let's see. And that was Don't Look. Must have got that. I heard an Uzi, but I don't see a gun over here. But it does. I do think he was able to get that before Shushu. Alright, who is where, Casper? Are they coming up under you? I think they are. They're right over here with Casper. While we watch that, I'm going to go ahead and check in on the map. Scroll that in a little bit so when we switch over for you guys to take a look, you don't have quite so much map to look at. We do have Velocity all the way down in Bartona. So we've got the Sinners all the way to that north side. Jazzy all the way up almost at the wall. And Velocity all the way to the south. So they are really split up on this Miramar. And here they come. Son to God, son to God, son to... Oh, Casper. Casper in that FPP does get one of them knocked, two of them knocked, three of them knocked. Are we going to see a squad wipe over here? God Kid coming up. Casper, are you going to be the first to get a 1v4 in the Rain Finals Day 1 in the Godzilla outfit? Oh, Casper does Who are they gonna get that res off? Let's see. Casper with this nade coming upstairs and doesn't get another one. Alright, so Jack Lord, my friend, get back up on your feet. Hello, Reaper. Good luck to all the teams tonight. Shout out to Reaper. Reaper has been doing a massive job keeping track of all these teams, and now here he is keeping an eye on you guys, checking in to see how you are. Casper up to 3 eliminations, maybe getting a squad wipe with this nade coming right up in front. Oh, squad wipe! There you go, the first squad wipe of the Rain $600 tournament match 2 first zone. Casper for the Golden Eagles NA. Geez, Casper. Alright, let me go ahead and put that iPad up there so you guys can get an idea where your teams are. I'm still kind of worried about the Sinners and Sign to God all the way up at that north side of Toromunda. And let's see, the rest of the teams look like they're pretty far apart. First 1v4. Alright, let's get on over to the center, see what's going on. Sign to God point of view. Alright, so we're on the Sinners. Let's see. Let's go on over to Animal. Getting ready to get pushed up on by the Sinners. Here you go, big boss. Here you go. We do have Sign to God. Will we see another 1v4? He is already with the pump shotty. He's only got level 1. He doesn't have any throwables. He's got 1 smoke. And here comes the rest of the Sinners pulling up onto Sign to God. And I hear shots going off, but look at this. Scarface and Karen right there. Scarface. Animal going, that's a little bit too many feet right there in front of them. Let's go. Let me check in on the map. We are still, this is still our main fight. Ooh, Animal. Oh, tried to make it through that window. Animal goes down, so let's check in on Toxic Mahal. He is way too far away to help his team. Silent right here. Silent right across from him. So now let's see. Can we get him? Saran, what are you doing over here? Saran also on the side. Let's see. Karan has been knocked. We do have Scarface. It looks like Scarface trying to pick him back up. Animal. Are you getting picked up? Yes, Animal. We got a complete reset on these two teams. So sign to God, all four of them back up onto their feet. Sinners back up onto their feet. But here comes the blue zone. This fight needs to go south. They need to consider what is more important, 4 points or zone. So right now we are in zone 1. They have plenty of time, and I just missed who it was on the elimination feed. Let me check the iPad while you guys watch this for a second. And 0. Oh, Soren Cubs gets taken out pretty far away from his team. He was over by the north side. Soren, though, is coming right in between Zero Mercy and Team 8, which are Noobs Esports. So we got quite a bit of action down by Zero Mercy. We'll switch over to that as soon as this fight, we figure out what's going on. And let's see what has happened with the rest of them. Animal. And it looks like, oh, I thought he just saw him right on down below. You could see Saran right there. Ooh, he's gonna, look at this. Animal can see him as he is coming right up and in. Animal getting ready to get pushed up on again. But here comes Jazzy. All 4 of them from the Sinners right behind him. Look at that, Jazzy, trying to get those angles right in through that window. So, let's see. Casper killing it. Wasn't that amazing, Reaper? Casper's always fun to watch. Alright, so Toxic Mahal's been able to knock Scarface off that roof. Toxic Mahal does come up and around, so they are grouping up a little closer. And I still see that they're right on top of each other. We do have vehicles. You saw that truck was right there, but I think they're gonna go for this fight above zone. Oh, so there goes another one. Let's see what's going on. Silent does get an elimination over here. Saran does go down to Karan. Look at this. All right, so Soren, that fight between Soren and Noobs is now Silent with a 3-piece. There you go for my chat. Silent for Stein to God getting a 3-piece onto the Sinners. Alright, let me get on over to the Noobs and find out what is going on. As they are right over here by Zero Mercy. So now let me go ahead and scroll on in a little bit. No, I still can't scroll in on this map much on the iPad, so it does look like they're pulling away just a little bit. So let me put the iPad right back up there, give you a better idea how close everyone is. So let's see. We do have Alpha 4 left. Oh, Made in Nepal having problems with their buggy, apparently. Alright, so let's see. Celebrity Killers still down in Puerto Aparicio. Celebrity Killers are doing just fine. So let's get on over to Zero Mercy. Baby was the last match top fragger, so we need to give him some more screen time love. And he is looking right across the map at Jelly right up on that ridge line. Let's go check in on Jelly. Jelly's not too worried about it. He's just over here just doing his thing. Not even worried. Alright, let me put this iPad up there so you guys can see that we still are pretty spread out. We still have Made Nepal all the way out in the blue by Crater Fields. We have Sign to God coming in from Tora Monday after that fight with the Sinner. So they do have to come on in. But it's still, ooh, I feel like Team Control Star getting ready to get into a fight right here. Yes, there it goes. And JPK, get your head down. Yes, here comes Team Control Star versus Freedom Esports. So let's see, who's over here? Clown. Alright. And Ash. And Juice. Juice. Alright, who else is over here? I see another team. I think it's just, yeah, I think it's just Team Control Star. So we'll stay on him for just a second. Let me see if I can zoom this map in anymore for you guys. I think I can get a little better so you guys can kind of see where your teams are. Real Gunners Esports. Let me put this up here while I go over here and check for Real Gunners. Where are the Real Gunners? Where did they move up and in? Alright, so Velocity getting taken down. Here we go. They're coming out of that north side, Las Leon, coming right up and in on the Velocity. You can see that Lynx was knocked. And Tempo spray that on down. So we do have SK Bot right in that smoke, trying to get that res off, and Tempa trying to spray that smoke down to make sure that that res does not go off. But I think it's gonna. I think he's a little late on that one. Ooh, Nahan's able to get, look at this, Nahan on this off angle over on this ridge line. Look at this long line of Real Gunners Esports. Lynx is back up onto his feet, but he's in a rough spot. I'm not sure he's going to be able to get on out of there. He's in the smoking mobile. Oh! And Tempa stopping that. And so now Velocity are down to just a Nuxify and Xenon across the way, trying to get those shots over. But he has to be careful for the third party, because there are teams that are starting to crush right up and in on the duo. And a Nuxify, the IGL, saying, alright, time to go. Let's get on down the road. Oh my god, it's Anoush. Hello, Anoush. Alright, let me put this iPad back up there so you guys can check in on the zone as we're getting ready to close in around San Martin and Picado. And I see JPK just got taken down. Oops, wrong one, guys. JPK gets taken down over here. Let's get on over to Team Control Star. We did lose JPK. So JPK was taken out by Freedom Esports Juice. JPK was up on that ridge line getting all that information, and the Juice put the squeeze. Oh my god, it's a noosh. Alright, so let's see what else is happening. I do see that we are still crushing these teams in over on the eastern edge. Look at this eastern edge. Ooh, Juice found Doki now. So Juice putting in some work over here. Let's check in on what Juice is seeing from the top of these cliffs. We do have Team Control Star down right below him in that compound, and it does look like Velocity is not that far away. And we all know that a Nuxify knows how to use a DMR rifle. He's probably one of the best DMR snipers in NA that I like to watch. Alright, so let's see what else is going on, guys. Real Gunners coming up over here onto Made in Nepal. Look at Tempa using, sorry Tempa, using his buggy as a decoy. He sent this buggy ahead to see if Made in Nepal were going to shoot at him. Made Nepal in the Nade Shack. I'm not sure if Tempa knows that. I think that was Swaz. Yes, it was Swaz now. Getting that nade out. Homemade in Nepal. Trying to get the nades up and over out of the real gunners. Nemo right there now trying to get those shots over on the face. Ooh, and he does. Look at that. Fades does get knocked over here. And he still has Nemo right over here. Right on this wrist line. It is a 1v. Oh, Swaz with the S12 does take him down. And there goes Tempa. Tempa. So now let's see what's going on with the rest of them. He gets a 3-piece over onto the Real Gunners Esports. Is Velocity still alive? Yes, they are. Reaper, yeah. Oh, they're in a fight over here now with Zero Mercy. Let's see, where's Velocity over here? Velocity Xenon. Xenon just got 4-piece, and I think that was Zero Mercy. I'm not sure. I did miss that. And no, Control gets taken down and out by Freedom Esports. So let's see what is happening up here with Alpha 4 Legends. So yes, they are still in this. Let me go ahead and scroll on in. You can see that Velocity, the duo, are pretty much center zone. And Alpha 4 Legend coming right up and in on top of Balas Reborn. Let me check in on the Tang T over on the edge. Looks like they're making sure that they're gatekeeping, their backs are clear, and our zone. We do have a donut zone. We're going from the mountains between Tang, they are finding you. Tang is able to get down off of that just in the nick of time. So now let's see what else is happening with it. You can see that we only have Freedom Esports in that zone, but Alpha 4 Legend has the Balas Esports, or Balas Reborn over here, is stuck in these grays. They do have to move on out. So now let's see. Let's go ahead and scroll on in just a little bit more. Let me go ahead and put that iPad up there. You guys can check in on where your teams are, what kind of rotations we're going. And I'm going to try to figure out who's going to be the next fight. I feel like we're about ready to have another fight with Velocity over here. You can see that right on top of Velocity, our Freedom's Esports. And look at these two right down on this backside of this mountain. They are all nestled in, but look at this. We do have Juice. Juice is right up on top of them, but Juice is now paying attention to the noobs as the noobs go driving on by. I feel like Juice kind of knows that Velocity, well, maybe not Velocity, but knows that there's a team right down below him. You can just smell them. Alright, so let's see what else is happening. Yeah, I think he does. I think he knows that Velocity is down there. I feel like he does. Alright, let me see what else is happening. He is right on top of them. Look at this. If you look at these, look at the map. Alright, let me go ahead. Look at the mini map. Their dots are right on top of each other. Soren now in a fight with Alpha 4 Legend. Let's get on up to Alpha 4 Legend. Alpha 4 Legend down to 1 and 101. Trying to throw those nades right up and over this cliffside as we're coming in towards the... Oh! Mercy! Oh no! No, there goes another one. There goes Despise. So now Soren down to just a duo. Let's see what's going on with Balas Esports trying to get on out of there. I'm not sure where Soren went, guys. Soren no longer on this part of it, but trying to get on out of there. This is not the way to get up that hill, and neither is this, honestly, because you do have the noobs right up on top of you. Cat God, what are you watching over here? Cat God knows that Balas Reborn is right below him. And Alpha 4 Legend. Look at this Cat Guy getting right up on this ridge line. Alright, so we're still coming into to these cliffs and hills. Right over between the sand machine and the power grid. We've got all sorts of chaos going on, and I think he is out. Is he still? Nope, he was able to get that heal up. You see that his health bar was down to nothing. Alpha 4 Legend barely getting any of that. Alright. Look at Cat God trying to chase after him. Let's get on down to Sign to God. Let's go Sign to God. Sign to God is down to just a duo. But we're trying to get Animal back up onto his feet. And look at that Juice! Juice from Freedom Esports. The one that was right on top of Velocity. And don't forget, Velocity is right here in these nooks and crannies as well. So Saran trying to get down and around may end up going right in front of Velocity, because Velocity is still right up in here as well. Saran trying to get those shots up the hill onto Juice. And there goes Alpha 4 Legend out to almost there. Oh, Velocity running right on over into Clown. So now right at the top of the hill, let's get on over to Clown, because Velocity is right here, right in front of him. Motrin right behind him from almost there. Nuxify, are you the last one? No, Xenon. Xenon is up to 5 eliminations now. Nuxify trying to get those nades up and over. Let's check in on Xenon. Xenon right on over here. Those nades. Did you see that nade that was coming in right up and behind him? So these teams right on top of each other. Look at the Xenon up to 5 eliminations to damage. 508 damage. I had to squint to see it. Juice is still coming up and around. And look at this. Almost there. Also in a fight. Freedom Esports taking out the Celebrity Killers. Animal gets lost. Hit by almost there. So Nuxify has been knocked. So now we are down to Xenon, as all 3 of them from Freedom Esports are coming up. Xenon has this S12. Oh, he does get a knock on the one, but that jump did not do him any friends. Alright, so let's see. Let's go ahead and scroll on in a little more, and let's see what's going on. Freedom Esports still right up over here by, look at this, all 4 of them from almost there, just on that ridge line. But they're headed now over to Team 11, Celebrity Killers, down to just a solo with almost there, right above them. Let me, while you... Coming around. I thought he was going to get that. Alright, so now let me see if I can get the sky view over here for you. We are now on Team 8, Noobs Esports. Teams. Let me see if I can find all 3 of them on my iPad. Alright. Get this just a second. I'm not finding a good way to do this. Let me get off of this. Let me get on over to, let's see, Freedom Esports is checking on Ash, as Ash is trying to come up and into this fight. And let me see if I can find somebody better to spectate from the sky view. You know how my iPad doesn't like to turn sometimes. Alright, there we go. I think I got most of these teams in here on the iPad. Let's switch on over to the iPad so you guys can see that we do have the 3 teams. We still have Freedom Esports Ash as the solo. We've got a trio for almost there and a duo from Noobs Esports, and they are closing in around the zone. The duo from Noobs in a pretty decent spot with that ridge. They know that their backs are clear. Look at the buggy up on on top of the mound. Alright, so Ash down below should be out of range, but I do think that Neo might be able to find Ash. Let's see what's going on with Almost There. It does look like Almost There getting ready to pull up and around onto Ash, and Neo Cat God, the only one not moving up and around. So Ash now getting pinched between all these teams. Ash, Ash, let me show you on my other screen. I wish I could have the duo screen up here, but Ash, look at this, guys. Ash is right here in these rocks, all nestled right on in. So now all these teams. Ooh, nade, nice nade around Leo. Ash is on one side. Ash trying to get those shots up and over. We do have Cat Guy coming right up and in as well. So now it is just Freedom Esports first. Almost there. First Noobs Esports. Coming in first. Almost there. 10 total eliminations, 20 total points. Coming in second, Noobs Esports with 7 eliminations, and Freedom Esports coming in third with 10 eliminations. GG top 3. Here are the rest of your scores: 4 through 6, 7 through 9, 10 through 12, 13 through 15, and 16. Going all out. Velocity Xenon, 5 eliminations, 645 damage. We'll be jumping with Velocity when we come right back. Be right back. Northern side. So I don't see the fight just yet. I'll go ahead and put that map back up there for a minute so you guys can check on where your teams drop. And I'm just going to keep checking in over here. It does look like 10 is down to about 5 HP. It does have that M249 going. And look at this. All the Golden Eagles and A are starting to crush up on him. And he does not even have a helmet or a vest. And ooh, I'm not feeling so good for 10. And stars from the side. This is the Golden Eagles and A. Let's see the rest of them. They are still trying to get on back. We do have M416. Ooh, found Casper with the Uzi. So I think Casper's gonna get picked up, but I'm not sure what's going on over here. Let me check in out. Shoo shoo. Shoo shoo, what are you doing over here? Shoo, oh shoo, you see him right there. Oh shoo. So Casper's down. Shoo is down. Oh no. How things have changed now. Alpha 4 Legends all in the same house. You could see that when Star is across the way, keeping an eye on everything that's going on. Look at this. Oh, 101 down to about 5 HP. Look at that. Oh, he continued to peak Stars, and look at this. He can see the other ones coming, and he is the last one still standing. So Stars does have to figure out how to get over to his team. It does kind of look like he's going to back away. And I'll go ahead and put that map back up there so you guys can see that our first zone is all the way up to that northeast side. We do have Stauber and Kameshki, just the edge of Kameshki, but we still have it up there. We're barely touching Military Base Island. And I think Stars may be able to get on out of here. They are chasing him. You can see from his mini map above that they are looking for him. He almost made it to that vehicle. Let's see if he can. Oh, nope. 10 got up there. So Alpha 4 Legend coming out of Lipovka. They're going to be able to loot up now and go ahead and get all that. Alright, so let's see. We do have 3 teams over in South George. Let's head on over to Team Control Star. Let's see what's going on over here with all of them. They are in the central area of South George. They are sandwiched between, let's see, we got Team 8 over here, which are Noobs Esports. They are a trio, though. I'm not sure which one of the Noobs, when I say that, I say that jokingly because these boys are not noobs. Hello, Robin. It's been a while. Been a while. And look at this. We do have freedom up here. They are paying attention to the teams. I think they're waiting. Thank you for the $5 super chat. Thank you, Rennie. Thank you. All right. Thank you very much. Alright, so now let's see. It does look like the rest of his team is starting to push up, but I'm not sure they've gotten enough information on where the two teams are. There are two teams down in South Georgia. So this could be a pretty risky play. Let's see what they do with it. Let's go back to Team Control Star because we all know that Team Control Star, they are very good at what they do. And let's see. They do know that there's a couple of teams around them. JPK. Let's see what you're going to do, JPK. Oh, he's going to be the driver over here. But they are on the northwest side. Ooh. Oh, down and out. I am so sorry, JPK. So now, let's see what's going to happen next. We do have Doki. It looks like Doki is the one that's closest over here. And I'm going to close the door on him. Says that's enough of that. Alright, so let's see. It does look like Freedom Esports are all pushing up and around. You can see we've got Lucifer right on over here. Did they pull away? I think they might have. And looking at the rest of the map with you guys, I don't see any other fights. Let me go ahead and put the map up on the screen for you. I do feel like Maiden Nepal may be getting into some trouble over here. So let's head over here, see what they're doing at the West Yasnaya gas station, because they did have a team coming up pretty close. Plus they're over here with the Celebrity Killers, and it's almost there. You can see almost there right behind them. So let's see. Swaz and Maiden Nepal are only a trio. And they are now really close to two other teams. You can see we've got Celebrity Killers over the eastern edge and almost there, taking over the thicket. The thicket. I like saying that. Alright, let's check in on Soren. It does look like Mama Boy may be keeping an eye over on the Novo Crates. Let's see what he is doing, because we do have Freedom Esports that just got JPK out of that buggy as I was talking about him. Yeah, it's never fun when the person you're talking about goes poof right in front of you. Alright, I think this is a good time to put that iPad back up there. You guys can really check in on your teams. There's not a lot going on. I see a lot of teams setting up. Oh, what is happening over on this western edge? So now let's go all the way over to this California coast and see what is happening, because I feel like, oh, Angelica did get knocked because they came up and in onto the Noobs Esports. These are not noobs. These are not noobs. Alright, so Cat God, what are you doing? It looks like, where is Taxito? Are you leaving him? Oh no, Taxito. I think he's being left, guys. Alright, so, what is that? Neoloy? You guys and your names. I swear, I think you do it on purpose. Let me put that back up there, because it does look like they're going to go ahead and get on out of there. Well, welcome back, everyone. Are you ready to see these scores? Coming in first, Zero Mercy, 25 total points. Almost there, almost there. 2 points away with 23 total points. Freedom Esports, 5 points away at 20. There are your scores going into match 3 of 10. We are headed into Sandhawk, and let me show you, we are getting ready to start, but we still have several players not exactly where they're supposed to be just yet. So I'll go ahead and put those scores back up there. and it's still pinging me, guys. I have no idea what the pings are about, but hopefully you guys can hear everything. Everything should be good to go. It's telling me to unmute my mic. Gotta love mic problems. And let me see. Oh, they started. So let's go ahead and put this up here. This time we are jumping with Velocity Z9. 5 eliminations, 645 damage. So let me go ahead and put this back up here. Get that off of there. And let me find Velocity. Shout out to Casper for that 1v4. GG Casper. That was beautiful play. Alright, so Velocity Xenon. There is your last match top fragger. Let me find him on my screen so the sounds actually match. I don't know about you, but it bugs me when the sounds don't match. There we go. Thank you, Saran. Shout out to Santo God. Saran in here. Gutsy God. Hi, Gutsy God. Almost there. Represent. Woo. I love you guys. Alright, let me put the map up there. There we go. And let's go. We are coming in from that southern side. Fairly central on the map over by Bantai, Camp Charlie, Quarry, going up just between Boot Camp, Paradise, going over Tapmunk and Cow. And as you guys can already see, that southern side of the flight path already packed with teams. So let's see where everyone's going. Got the real gunners headed up over to that Western Ruins Island side. I don't see many teams by them side. To God Saran, shout out one more time. Down by the docks, they're gonna be just fine. They've got that whole southeast side to themselves. Boot Camp Soren already in Boot Camp. And I feel like Made in Nepal is gonna have some issues over here. Let's get on over to Made in Nepal. And I feel like Velocity's doing just fine. So let's get Made in Nepal. If I could click on them. There we go. Sinners and Made in Nepal. Oh no. There goes Wagwan. Already down and out. There's the sinners are coming up and around. And we do have he's only got the D-Eagle. He's trying to keep him up. Now we've got fights going on everywhere for Made in Nepal. Oh, he's still trying to get him. Oh, he tried so hard to get him with that D-Eagle. So now Made in Nepal down to just a duo. Let's see what's going on with Swaz. Swaz does have Quran on the one side from the Sinners, and then he is getting pulled up on across the street by the other one. I know he knows that they're coming at him from both sides. And this is the main fight. We'll have a fight up in Hatin as well, and I'll switch over to that in a minute. But Soren are getting ready to come up and over the top of that hill. And you'll be able to see that. Oh no, Swaz goes down. So now it's just up to Luxury 4 Made in Nepal. All 4 of them. And look at this. We got the other team that's up and in. I think that is... Oh, it's Team Control Star coming out of Painan. So we're going to have 4 teams over here very soon. Look, there you go. Soren right at the top of the hill, getting ready to third party. We got Team Control Star down here. Made in Nepal. Ooh, Luxury finds Scarface there, still coming up and around. He gets out of that just in time. Is able to get underneath and is able... Oh, Luxury with the second one. Will we see another 1v4? But Luxury, you have 2 other teams coming up and in. Now here comes a third team. Look at this. We have 4 teams coming up and in because now there are the Sinners coming down and around. We got Made in Nepal. We've got Soren and Team Control Star. Luxury with those 2 eliminations. Let's get on up to Jazzy. Jazzy is the last one still standing, coming up into Bama Boy. Alabama Boy trying to, Bama Boy finishing off the sinners over here. Luxury looking across the street. Now at Team Control Star. Team Control Star knows that Soren is now up on that hill. So we have 4 teams right here. We also have 5 teams over on Camp Alpha Island. While we have just a second to breathe, let me put this up here. Look at Camp Alpha Island. We have 2 teams in Hot Tin. We have Alpha 4 Legend, Freedom Esports, and the Golden Eagles all on Camp Alpha Mountain. So in just a moment, we'll switch on over. But as we scroll in, you can see that we've got Robin from Team Control Star. He is still over here at the party store compound, and then soaring up on that hilltop. And Freedom Clown, my mouth did not want to say that, just found Alpha 4 Legend. And it looks like they're getting ready to push up onto Luxury. Here comes Ala Soren into Luxury's compound. Look at this, Luxury off Luxury. But now it is Soren versus Team Control Star. So now let's see. It does look like Alpha 4 Legend over here. I don't think he's going to be able to make it. The rest of Alpha 4 Legend way up on this edge. So now let's go on over here to Celebrity Killers. They are right here with Team Noobs Esports. And as Noobs is fully loaded this match. Let's see what's going on over here. Noobs is trying to get all the information they can on where the celebrity killers are. Stoxido, he does have footsteps everywhere. Azpec, big fan Azpec. Hello Azpec. Alright, so Stoxido still trying to figure out where all the sounds are. And looking on the iPad, I will switch it over after this fight. It does look like Soren went back towards boot camp area, and Team Control Star went back down towards Painan. Golden Eagles just found Juice from Freedom Esports, and so it does look like Clown's going to try to get up and over, but the rest of Golden Eagles are coming down. So we might have a fight down at that south side of Camp Alpha Island. So I'll try to get on over there, try to get that fight as well. And we are still on the stalemate because all these teams, or all these players do have these crazy angles. Oh no, 77 does get a knock over onto NE. So now Noobs East, and the return knock onto 77. As soon as 77 knocked NE, there was the return knock from this off angle. So CU is way out there on that edge. Look at this. Stoxido knows that they're coming up and around, and I feel like Stoxido is going to be the one that has the most right on over here. See you coming down. Oh, here goes Stoxido getting ready to move up. And we do have NE back up onto his feet. We got Cat God already trying to get those crazy angles. Look at this angle on Stoxido. Alright, Samir and the Vampire right on the other side of him. But CU did go all the way down and around trying to come up behind Cat God. So let's see if he can sneak up onto the Cat God. I'm not sure if he can, but it does kind of look to me like Noobs may be going ahead and moving on out. So let's see what else is happening down below. We do have this fight between Freedom Esports. We do have Clown Knock and the Golden Eagles. And they are coming up and in. Let's give Casper some screen time, love. We lost Shoo Shoo. Shoo Shoo, what happened? Mr. Shoo Young, you need to stay on my screen a little bit longer. Casper trying to stay. Look at this. Just getting up and underneath that bridge just in time. He is getting hunted down. He knows he's getting hunted. If I can get that word out of my mouth. No one can understand what's coming out of your mouth. Well, looks like Sign to God and the Real Gunners Esports are now in a fight as well. Ooh, Real Gunners. Sign to God does get that knock, and I think... Oh, Casper down to 5 HP. Juice taking Casper down and out. No. Let's get on over to Sign to God and the Real Gunners. So the Real Gunners are down to just a trio now. Tempa, these boys up, and Toxic Mahal. Toxic Mahal does have that. And the nades are coming up and over Animal down to about half health. And Saran, hello Saran. Shout out to Saran for coming into the chat, giving me some hype, and he is right across from one of them from the Real Gunners. I'm not sure who. Oh, he did look over there just in that last second, but I missed who it was across the way. And look at this, the fight now from noobs onto serial killer. There goes vampires. So let me check in on what's happening right up and over here. It does look like they might be still trying to get them, so let's get on over here. And I think Samar is the last one. Oh, and E straight across from Samar. So now Samar giving his position away with the rest of Noobs Esports coming up and over that ridge line. I don't think he's going to be able to get CU picked back up. Sayu, I'm not sure, Sai or C. Cat Guard finishing off. Oh, there it is. So now it's just Samar. Samar throwing those nades up and over. Ooh! That nade, but he goes out to the play zone. He gets enough damage to get onto him. Sign to God. Sign to God does get taken down. Let's see if we can get him picked back up, guys. Let's see. And who is coming down and around? You can see that we got one right on that other side. Sign to God just got a knock. So let's go ahead and get on over here, see what's happening. I know I got a lot of people in here trying to pay attention to what's happening here. Yeah, Samar trying to get those shots in. There goes Samar. So now let's get on over to Sign to God. Sign to God does seem to be able to get most of this. We did lose Saran. Saran, I'm so sorry about that. Alright, so Silent throwing those nades up and over. Woo, trying to get Tempa. Trying to get Tempa with this. Now here he comes with this S12 and he's trying to get those shots. Silent. Oh, Silent, did you just get two of them? I think Silent was able to knock two of them from the Real Gunners, so I'm not sure who's still standing for the Real Gunners. Let me check in on over here. It is Nahan. Nahan's still, oh, Nahan's getting out of Dodge, but they know where he is. Look at this. It is from another team, though. No, that's Sign to God up in that watchtower. Is that Animal? It is. Animal, look at this. Sign to God, we did lose Saran, but the rest of them, they are all back up onto their feet. And there goes Godland. So now, Silent up to 2 eliminations. Toxic Mahal up to 1 elimination. They all know which direction they left, but we also have another team in front of them that we have to pay attention to. And that is Team Control Stars. So they got to pay attention to that. Alright, let's go check our map. We are still coming over to this eastern side. And there goes Team Control Star JPK. And JPK getting taken out by Lynx. Lynx was able to find him on this, but now it does look like Velocity is getting pinched in because we've got a couple of teams up on that hill. I do see Team 10 not too far away. Zero Mercy. And Zero Mercy and Soren right on over here. So let's check in on Baby. Baby's over here scouting. Look at this. Baby getting his nose over here trying to figure out what's going on. I'm sure he heard Lynx with that shot. Let's see what's going on with Almost There. Almost There. What is happening? Who are you in a fight with? Balla's Esports. So now we are just down to Almost There, Wolf. And while you guys watch this, I'm going to go ahead and zoom on in. So when we switch over to the iPad, you guys can find where your teams are. And there, I think think Wolf may be able to stay out of that. I'll keep an eye on Wolf while you guys go ahead and check in on the iPad, checking on the map, see where your teams are, and look at that. We're going towards the north of that. We're going up towards Camp Bravo, and we still have Wolf in this. So Wolf is just being quiet, but look at this. Not only do we have Balas, but we also have version 9. This is version 9 right on this lower side of his mini-map. Alright, look at this chaos all right on over here. Version 9, let's get on over here. Kappa, what are you doing, Kappa? Kappa does have some toes he's shooting at. I'm not exactly whose toes those are. Those must be the toes of Freedom Esports. And there they go. That is Freedom Esports going down that hill on the horse. That is juice. Juice. Adding some nitros to that horse. Getting that horse to move on out. Team Control Star. I see Robin has been taken down. And right in front of Kappa. Kappa getting a free one from that one. As they are all trying to move right up and in. So let me go ahead and check in on this map over here. See if we can figure out where the fights are. It does look like Team Control Star Robin was taken down right by Hello Cielo. Shout out to Cielo member for 2 months. Thank you, Cielo. How are you, gorgeous? Alright, so let's see. It does look like version 9 is coming on in. Let me go ahead and put the map up there so we can all look at this screen. And you can see that we got Zero Mercy. Center zone. We do have the Noobs Esports all the way to the north, but Balas is trying to come up and in on them. And Real Esports down in here with Sign to God. Sign to God finishing off Noobs Esports down at Laquai, but they need to come into zone. Alright, let's go ahead and center that up. Actually, we can move that over. We can make this even smaller so you guys can really figure it out. Sometimes these lighter colors are hard to see, like along that coastline where velocity are. Alright, so let's see. We are with version 9 right now, and they're keeping an eye crossed onto Zero Mercy. Zero Mercy, let's check in on the boops. Boop. Boop also paying attention. Version 9. Look at that. Jack Lord right there in that 4-time spray in our zone. Look at this. Our zone closes one more time around Zero Mercy. So now all these teams need to come in. Look at this zone. A donut zone. Perfect donut zone. But now all these teams are getting ready to crush in. We are in stage 5. So let's see. Let's go ahead and figure out where the fight's going to be. Let's get on back over here towards Kappa's. Kappa's trying to come up and around. Let me find... Oops, that's not what I meant to do. Sorry, God. Ooh, Sign to God was right there. Let's see. Where is Sign to God? We are down to just a duo for all of you in my chat. Sign to God, Silent and Animal. We do have version 9. Look at that. Look, don't look. Look at that. Don't look right there in silence 3 times scopes, and this gatekeep into zone is crazy. These guys really know how to clean up these edges, and right behind them, Sign to God doing an amazing job. You just saw Bala's Esports go out. Soren Bama boy. So now Soren down to just the Cubs. Cubs trying to come right up and in on him last minute. Oh! Does get 2 or 3 of them knocked onto Velocity. He gets a Nuxify. He gets Cubs. Oh, there they go. So now we are down to the last 4 coming up and in. Silent is the last one. For all of you in my chat calling out for Sign to God, we are down to the top 4. He is a solo. The play zone. Velocity going out to the play zone right over on this edge. And Zero Mercy, baby, still in zone, coming right up and in. So now we do have We do still have a duo from Velocity. We have a solo from Sign to God. We have a trio from Zero Mercy. And a duo for Noobs Esports. Let me put this map back up there so you guys can really see where your teams are. You can see all four teams, and you can see that Zero Mercy Boops is the top ranker at the moment. So let's see, baby. Oh, right when I got off of you, baby, I did see that you were looking straight across, and I think that was Sign to God. So now we are still closing right up and in, and we got Velocity coming in from the south and the Noobs coming in from the north. So let's go ahead. It looks like Cat Guy getting ready to do the sweep. Let's see what he can see right on this side. And let me see if we're close enough yet to get the sky view. And you know how Sandhawk is with all these trees. It's not always so easy. But I'll see what we can see. I might be able to get a good sky view for you guys. Not the best, but at least you guys have an idea of what the terrain looks like, the topology of where all the trees are, where the teams are. You can see, oh, we're down to Xenon for Velocity, Cat God, and Neo for the Noobs, and all three of them from Zero Mercy still in this. We are in stage 7, and we are right over here. Crushing them in. We do have rocks, we've got trees, we've got that big old pillar in the middle. I'm not sure what to call that thing, but oh, Boops gets found by Neo. Neo was able to find Boops across the way, so now it is a 1v2v. Oh, and Neo gets taken down. So now it is Cat Guy versus Velocity. Oh no, I meant to get that. So let's see what I can find now. And now Xenon versus Zero Mercy. Alright, let me get this. Alright, so Zero Mercy coming in first with 7 eliminations. Velocity coming in second with 6 eliminations. And Noobs Esports coming in third with 6 eliminations. GG top 3. Here are the rest of your scores: 4 through 6, 7 through 9, 10 through 12, 13 through 15, and 16. Going all out. Freedom Esports Juice, 4 eliminations, 608 damage. And with that, I will be right back. We will be jumping with Freedom Esports Juice. We are starting to get a little congested over by the Cube area, over by the Georgia Pole Recall. You can see that the Cube does have a team. It's Freedom Esports going on over there. We got Soren just to the west. Oh, we are going, look at that, Yasnaya, Dinosaur Head Lake, Center Zone. So let's check in on the centers. The centers are about ready to have a couple of teams. They are coming up to this northern side of the map. Let's see what is happening with them. They are just in the rotation, but if you look over here, you can see that there are 4 or 5 teams all clustered coming in at the same location. So the shooting range and the mountains behind it are about ready to get really, really dense with people. Sign to God is still up in that Kameshki area, and they're still in the blue, so they need to come in. Velocity up at Stauber. And the rest of these teams, we got Bala's Reborn down in that Milda Power Peninsula, the southern part, and version 9 coming across that west bridge. So Team Control Star, they're still going down that California coastline, the Pacific Coast Highway. But I'm coming back over here because I feel like this is where we're about ready to get into a fight. We do have Soren And freedom right across the way. There's some juice. Oh no, jelly. Woo, they know where you are, by my boy. Let's check in on Mercy. Mercy taking those shots from up above on the side, trying to find Ash. Yeah, I'll try to say Ash very clearly. Alright, let's check in on Ash as we talk about Ash. There we go. See what's going on. Oh, jelly! Oh, jelly. Alright, so let's see what is going on. It does look like Ash is up to 2 eliminations. We got cars coming up. Alright, Mercy. Mercy putting an end to that. Now let's see what's going on. Oh, Mama boy! Lucifer coming right up and over this ridge line and finding you in his 4x scope. So now let's see what else is going on with the rest of them. So what is Demon doing? And Juice over here in the Witcher Tower down to about 20 HP. So let's see what's going to happen. We still have Soren coming in. We do have Bama Boy. He is behind that tree, but they have not been able to thirst him yet because he is hidden behind that tree. So maybe they can get him picked back up, but it's... Mercy, no! Mercy coming right up in. Oh, and instantly thirsted. Mercy. What's going on with Naha? Hello. Soren coming right up and over. Oh, he got Juice down to 1 HP. Here comes the push by all 3 of them in the car. And he's got 2 of them knocked. He still has 5 HP over onto Juice. And hopefully that sound in my ear does not mean anything bad. Alright, so Low is getting some of those eliminations. I still see, I see. So he should have 2 now. There we go. And there is still 1 more in the water under the bridge. So let's see if Low can... Oh, the bridge troll, but Juice winning this, but at a high price. He is now going into the rest of this. We are going into stage 3, but he has to go in as a solo. Alright, let's go ahead. Let me put this iPad up there for you guys to really check in on. Let me scroll it in a little bit so you can really see where your teams are. There you go. You can see that we still have teams coming in, like Team Control Star down in that lower southwest quadrant. And we've got quite a few teams set up all along that dinosaur head over by Yasnaya. You can see that all the way around, especially Sinners. Sinners, I think Sinners are about ready to run into some problems over here. They are split really thin. And they are really close to several teams over here at the Coops compound. You guys know I call it the Coops compound. Sign to God and Velocity. This must be way up here at the top. What's going on over here? See what's going on with Velocity? Knocked by Sign to God down in there. Let's see what's going on with Toxic Mahal. And the animal. Animal finding links. Alright, so that was Animal. And let's see what Toxic Mahal is doing over here in his McLaren. You can see on his mini map right up here that he is pretty close over here to Velocity. I'm not sure which Velocity. I can't really read it as he bounces around, but they are now on the chase, trying to get... taking out Xenon. Took him right out of that Dacia. Alright, so Velocity getting picked apart over here. Xenon, let's see. A Nuxify. What are you doing? A Nuxify and Skybot, the last two. SKBot. Hello everyone and welcome back to match 4 of 10. Oh, I didn't grab them. Hold on. Let me grab them. As I missed them. Let's try this one more time. Are you ready to see these scores? Coming in first with 2 winner chicken dinners and 42 total points. 0 mercy. Freedom Esports coming in second with 30 and almost there at 27 total points. All right, let me go ahead and show you the iPad. We have not started yet. So it does look like on the iPad that we're missing a duo from version 9. But everybody else is in their seats. I'm not sure where the duo are, but I'll go ahead and put those scores back up there. Remember, if you have any questions, you can always open up a ticket over in the Rain Esports Discord server. Let them know that something's wrong or something's right or whatever it may be. It does show 4 matches down at the bottom, but we are doing 5. I have checked twice now to make sure. So we'll be ending on Miramar tonight and then 5 matches tomorrow to find out who's going home with the $600 out of the Deep Rain Esports Tournament. Alright, let's go. Not sure what we're doing, but we're still over here waiting for them. So there we go. I'll go ahead and put those scores. And drink some more water. Alright, I'm not sure why we haven't started yet. Maybe we're supposed to be waiting for version 9. I see everybody else is in their seat. Everything. Oh, they started. Did you see that? Right when I clicked on that? This time we are jumping with Freedom Esports Juice. 4 eliminations, 608 damage. So when we get in there, we will be jumping with the juice. Jumping with the juice. We get that off of there. We find juice. Freedom Esports Juice. There he is, guys, right there. Give him some screen time love for being the Sandhawk match top fragger. And over on my screen, I'll get him on there so we are coordinated. He's not moving, so that makes things a little easier. Happy Labor Day. I'm not sure I've said that yet or not, but if you guys missed it, in match 2 tonight, Miramar, the first few minutes, Casper with the one and only 1v4 that I have caught so far in the Rain Esports out of the Deep $600 tournament. Let's go, Casper. Alright, let me put that map up there. And put the map on mine. We're coming in from the northeast this time, near the Zarky farm area, going across the top of shooting range, right between Rosshawk, Yasnaya Mansion School, going over the top of prison and Milta Power. So let's see where these teams jump and see if we have that chaos at the very start of the flight path like we've been seeing. I feel like the first Erangel match, we had 5 or 6 teams down in that Georgia Pole area, and I do see several teams already jumping off. I see Team Control Stars, The Sinners, Noob Esports, and Freedom Esports. They are all jumping right on down into that area. So when they start to land, I'll go ahead and switch on over. But let's keep an eye on that map just a little bit longer. You can see Real Gunners headed down towards that Pachinki area. We've got Made in Nepal over by the school. Soren headed up towards Yasnaya. Looks like Alpha 4 Legend not too far away from Made in Nepal. I feel like they were in a fight that last time. We do have Almost There, not too far away from all of that as well. Right on top of of Alpha 4 Legend and Made in Nepal. So now they are coming on down. Let me go ahead and put the screen up. And Freedom Esports are over here in crates with Noob Esports. Noob Esports on the other side. Serial Killers are in fight with Soren as well. So let me go ahead and check on this. See where this fight is. All the way up in the Yasnaya. They are right on top of each other. In our first zone. Let me go ahead and put the iPad back up since we have a minute. And then let me head on over to Soren. Oh no. Exotic. Oh, Exotic taking on out. So now let's see what's happening over here. I'll go back over to the Yasnaya area, but Bama Boy is taking out the Celebrity Killers right in that other side. Exotic. So now we do have Cubs and Mercy right on over here. You can see that Vampire is coming down, and look at that Sui coming right up and over the top. And so now let me check in on Mercy because Mercy is right up on this edge, and look at that Sui coming right on down. And Mercy does have that pump action just right here. Watching to make sure they don't come in that window behind him. I've been seeing a lot of that lately too, coming right in behind him. So now we'll keep an eye on. Let's see. Oh, there goes Freedom Esports. And there goes Cubs gets knocked. And a third. So now Mercy coming down and through. So I think Cat God gets taken out. So now, let's see. Freedom Esports and Soren Cubs. Soren Cubs does get that elimination. It just got onto that feed. So let's see what's going on with the Celebrity Killers. The Celebrity Killers are down to just see you now trying to come on down. Oh! Mercy running right out in front of CU. So CU goes back up. And our elimination feed is quiet at the moment, so we'll stay here in this active fight and see if CU can get the duo. Oh, Mercy Soren coming out around the other side going, and now CU coming down right in front of Cubs. Cubs is on this backside. Cubs is up to 2 eliminations, and now coming right at through, trying to get those shots. Oh, poof. And there they go. Soren down to just a duo, but Cubs up to 3 eliminations. GG Soren. Alright, let's get back over here and see what Freedom did. Freedom, look at this. Freedom took out the noobs. So now we are still pretty close over here to Team Control Star and the Sinners. And the rest of these teams all need to come on in. It's a good time for me to put that map up there so you guys can check in on where your teams are. See where your rotations are. You can see that the Golden Eagles are coming in from that very eastern side, coming in right behind almost there. We have signed to God all the way up in Kameshki, not too far away from Velocity in Stauber. Soren the duo still in Yasnaya. And then we got Bala's Reborn there, all right down there on that Milta Power Peninsula, not too far away from Zero Mercy. Zero Mercy, like I said coming into it, they live up to their name, Zero Mercy. I feel like Swaz may be in trouble for Made in Nepal down at that West Farm area. He is the only one there, and I feel like Alpha 4 Legend right on top of him. We've got the Real Gunners Esports over in Pachinki with almost there going across the top. So we might have some action over there in Pachinki as Golden Eagles come in from that eastern edge. But right now it's really quiet, so everybody's just kind of thinking their way through. I feel like we might have some chaos over here on this Georgia Pole Bridge, though, because we do have the Sinners across on the north side and Team Control Star down at the south. They know that Freedom Esports is right over here where they just took out the noobs. You know that they heard all the shots going on, but I don't think any of Team Control Star, let's switch on over. Yeah, I don't think any of them came over for the third party, but they do stick together and I like it. I like it a lot. Alright, looks like Maiden of Paul Swaz may be getting ready to come on out of there, but looks like Alpha 4 Legend went back to the east, which is really interesting. They may be trying to take Zero Mercy out, and Zero Mercy is getting ready to go on their move. So let's get on over here to Zero Mercy. I feel like Zero Mercy is getting ready to pull right into, oh, look at this. They're going to the north. So they're going out and around where Alpha 4 Legend was coming across towards them. So I'm not sure if Alpha 4 Legend was getting ready to come up and into him. Bala's Esports coming behind him, but Zero Mercy will be coming in now behind the Golden Eagles, and a Soren still up in Yasnaya. We still have, look at Animal all the way to that northeast edge. The rest assigned to God over in that Kameshki area, and Velocity is coming out. I feel like Animal may be into trouble over here if Velocity goes over towards that compound at that very north side. But let's see what's going on with JPK. Hello, JPK. Let's see what he is doing. Looks like Team Control Star moved over to the hospital, and you did see that we've got, looks like Freedom Esports coming over into South George area. I'm not sure if they're hunting Team Control Star, but Team Control Star has already moved on out. Let's see if oh, they're still moving, except for JPK. JPK, what are you doing? JPK, oh, he's just taking his sweet old time, boys. Alright, so let me go ahead and put that iPad up there so you guys can check in on all this chaos. Look at this, the Golden Eagles. The Golden Eagles came all the way down towards Alpha 4 Legend. Look at this, Alpha 4 Legend all right in front of. Let me get Casper on the screen, see what's going on. He's all the way across the way. Shoo, young. Get your first aid going. Get it going. Alright, so let's see what's going on. I don't know how to... Lecugi. I don't know how to say this name. That's why I keep hopping off of them. It's like, I don't even want to try it. I don't even want it. Alright, so here comes Golden Eagles Demon. They are still trying to find Sign to God, or Alpha 4 Legend over here. Sorry guys. Alpha 4 Legend right in this compound. This is the West Farm area where the shop is. And, oh, he knows. Look at that nade. Demon, you almost got that nade up there. Casper. Oh, no, Casper. Casper gets taken down and out. Shu Young coming in and across. So now we do have the duo over here. Demon is still right in this compound with him. So now let's see what he can do, because I think they're, oh, Demon right across the top does take out 10. So now let's see, here comes the rest of Alpha 4 Legend coming up and in. Shu Young, Shu gets knocked again. And look at this, there might be able to finish off Alpha 4 Legend. Alpha 4 Legend, we got the duo coming right up and in. Demon's got that nade primed and ready, but the door was closed and oh! The nade by Juice up and through, but now here comes Bala's Esports. Bala's Esports now pushing right up and in. And we've got Skibbity down and out. Ooh, coming. Ooh. Putting some work in on that S12, cleaning up in this third party, and now JPK, what's going on with Team Control Star? Team Control Star down to just a duo as they go up onto Mount Everest, right into the Sinners. The Sinners still spraying them down. JPK trying to get on down and across. Let's see, where's Doki? All the way on the other side. All the way over on the other side. So now let's see what else is going on. Let me get into another fight and get the iPad scrolled in so that we're not missing out on too much. We still have Sign to God for all you people out there. Sign to God way up by Saverny. They're just hanging out, just getting all fat and happy with as much loot as they can get. And let's see what's going on with Freedom Esports, as they are still looking for teams. I feel like they're still looking for Team Control Star. While you guys watch this for just a second, let me go ahead and scroll on in on the iPad so that you guys can check in on your teams, see what the rotations are. I think there we go. Let me put that iPad up there while I peek on in. It looks like Freedom Esports headed up to that George Pole area. They are still looking for Team Control Star. They know that Team Control Star is around in this area somewhere, but look at this. Made in Nepal, not too far away from Zero Mercy. Let's see what's going on with the rest of this. They are not too far away from Zero Mercy. You can see that it is Rada. I don't know how to say this. I'm going to call you Rat for now. So Rat now trying to get the view onto Zero Mercy down at the GACA Recall Center. Look at him just peeking over the top of that edge, trying to get as much scout on as possible. And now let's see. I think our zone's doing well. There's nobody on that edge. Everybody's coming on in. I can really scroll in. Sign to God getting ready to come up onto. Let me switch this over while I switch over. Oops. Let me switch that over. There we go. The double click never does me any good. They're coming up onto Velocity right on over here. This is Sign to God versus Velocity over at the North George bridges. So let's see what's going on. And no more. It looks like Sign to God going down and across. This is Death Island, headed over towards the Rosshawk Recall. They came all the way down and they missed the cube area where Velocity was trying to hold them off. Alright, so we got a lot of mess down here by the quarry. We got Made in Nepal taking all over the quarry, but we've got the Balas Reborn not too far away from all of that. Zero Mercy, baby! Ooh, so close to the real gunners. That was the real gunners over in that compound, but we also have Balas Reborn not too far away from all this as well. And it looks like Zero Mercy coming up and around. This is Baby. Hello, Baby. So let's see what else is going on there. All nestled in here. Right towards, JPK. JPK got found by the sinners. Alright. So we're still closing in around Hospital, Mount Everest, GACA area. And we got teams we got a fight going on at the top of the mountain. The king of Mount Everest. Will it be Velocity or Freedom Esports or the Sinners? Because the Sinners are also coming up. Let me give some Velocity time. And let's see what's going on with the Nuxify. A Nuxify with the DSR. Let's see what he can do. We know that he's getting ready to get that sniper action going. Where did Sign to God came all the way down through that Rosshawk Bridge over towards that southeast side. They have a perfect spot down there. I'll show you in just a second. Let me do that while Nuxify throws that nade. There you guys go. Check in on your teams really quick. And now let's get back over here into the action. Let's check in at Velocity as a Nuxify goes back and checks in on all his vehicles. And we got Xenon. Xenon was the second or third match top fragger. gonna Nuxify going to check his back. And let's go over to Ash's Freedom Esports coming right up. Look at this. Ash coming up from underneath. Made in Nepal. Bala's Reborn. Finding Made in Nepal. Let me check in on my map to see where that is happening. And Made in Nepal is still over on that western edge by Bala's Reborn. And it looks like Bala's Reborn going all the way around them. So I don't really see much of a fight going on over there. We still have these two teams on top of Mount Everest. Let me go ahead and put the... Ooh, Bala's did... Let me go ahead and put that up right there. And now we do have Ash coming up onto Velocity. He is right down below him. SK Bot, look at that, right there in front of Ash, and Ash almost getting that shot, but I feel like Xenon might have seen him popping his head up and over, and oh, can you hear those footsteps? And look at this, Velocity has to push in now onto, look at that, Ash right there, oh, I just knew that Ash was going to get found by Velocity, or by Xenon, because they were right there, but it was a trade because we do have SK Bot knocked as well. So we're going to be able to get him back up. You can see that Juice and Clown both went down to pick up Ash. So he should be fine. So let's see. Nades are coming out. Let me check in on the map. We're going over towards that hospital area. And just that smoke in the air. So we do have Sinners coming down and around that eastern side, coming up right behind them. Those are the Sinners that you see, the red dots coming up right behind Velocity. So Velocity is ready to get pinched between the Sinners and now Freedom Esports from both sides. Can Velocity get out of this? Because the Sinners are pushing from the east, and we've got the Freedom Esports coming in from that western edge. So I'm not sure what Velocity's going to do. They are still all pushing right up and in. And then down below, Sign to God from the bottom of the mountain. I feel like Sign to God is also taking some shots up to the top of the hill. Oh, Xenon trying to get those shots as the nades are going off, bouncing down below him. He's got this Gremlin ready, 250 bat. Oh, and there goes SK Bot, and now here they all come up and over. Lynx and a Nuxify. A Nuxify already headed on out of there, trying to get some more placement points, while Lynx is right down below Sinners. Oh, look at this, right in front of him. Lynx is able to get an elimination, but he gives his position away, and he does get found by the Sinners from the top. But the Sinners also going down to just a duo, and look at this, they're trying to push back Freedom Esports from this gatekeep, and the Sinners are up to 6 eliminations. While you watch this for just a minute, let me go ahead and scroll on in on this iPad, give you guys a good idea of where we're going. We're still going over towards the hospital. Look at that. We're in that compound, the squad house just to the south. You missed the ballet all the way down the mountain. The ballerina. Alright, let's go. Let's get back on over to the action, guys. Alright, so we've got Made in Nepal over in that compound. We got a Nuxify hanging out, trying to stay alive. We got Jazzy all the way to the north by the... Ooh, I think Jazzy may be running into trouble. Let me get over on it. I can't click on him. Why is this happening? Alright, there we go. Jazzy now trying to come right up and in, trying to get over to his teammate. His teammate is outside his zone, but right above him, oh, they've turned away with Freedom Esports, and look at this, Sign Sign to God, trying to get on into zone. Silent, I'm not sure if they're gonna get him in the car, get him over to zone. Alright, they are still right here on the south side of zone, but they do need to push up and in. So let's see what is happening with Mate in that ball. The real gunners also in a fight. Let's get on over to the ballas. What's happening over here? I see that I see the real gunners they're in the dip across from the hospital, and they are just getting picked off by the real gunners. Let's see what Tempa is doing over here. Tempa, big fan. Alright, so let's see what Nemo, Nehan, and Godlin. Godlin is the one that is spraying down the Ballas Esports. And look at this. Made in Nepal. They do get into that fight with Freedom Esports. Let's see what's going on. We are down to just Wagwan. Wagwan trying to hold off the push in this squad house over here as Freedom Esports. I do see several from Freedom Esports down and out. Look at that. Gonna get that. Should get that elimination. I don't think he got the Oh, Amali. And look at this. They're now getting pushed up on into the squad house, and there are too many teams in the squad house. I'm not even sure who is downstairs. I believe it's Ballas coming up from the dip. That we had the real Gunners Esports over there just trying to spray down. And now they're gonna push right up and in onto Made Nepal, and we can hear the spray from the smoke grenade launcher, and Wagwan goes down. So now Rat on top of it. Rat is on top of this with the mollies. Floor is lava. Ballas getting that rush off, and the MG3 from Tang. So now let's see. I don't even know where to go next. So we're down to the top 4 teams, guys. We do have Made in Nepal right here in this fight with the Ballas Esports. The real Gunners are trying to hold off all of Zero Mercy from coming into zone. Let me go ahead and put this map up here. Right when Ballas finished off the Made in Nepal. Now let's see if I can get over to Godless. No, I can't. Nemo's the last one still standing to Zero Mercy, living up to their name, not giving any mercy at all. Let me go ahead and zoom on up, and let's see what's going on. So Ballas taking over that squad house, but now he has to come all the way across the street. And look at this, Nemo right there. Nemo now getting pulled up on that nade, moving that vehicle. Nemo coming right up and over, right into Boops, and now Tang T from across the way. Tang T with the squad wiper cannot hold off Zero Mercy. Zero Mercy coming in first with 9 eliminations. Coming in second, Ballas Reborn Esports. 11 eliminations. GG Ballas. And coming in third, the Real Gunners Esports with an elimination. GG top 3. Here are the rest of your scores: 4 through 6, 7 through 9, 10 through 12, 13 through 15. Oh, we're missing a team. Going all out, Freedom Esports Clowns. 7 eliminations, 1,035. I have got to say, Freedom Esports was so aggressive this game. GG's Clown, we will be jumping with you when we come right back for tonight's final match. So I will be right back. I thought that was a sky. Yeah, you guys already know I can't read. So now Velocity down to just a duo. So I think I getting some of those eliminations. Alright, let me go ahead and put the iPad back up there so you guys can get a better view of what's going on, where your teams are. And I'm going to go ahead and slide on in a little bit closer. I think Made in Nepal might be getting into a fight over here. Let's see what's going on with Made in Nepal. You can see from across the way, almost there, is taking over the thicket and the houses right across from them. And I do think that there's a team up in the volcano as well. Let's go on over here, see what's happening over at the recall center. And Zero Mercy taking those shots right across the way. So let's see, where is the baby up at the volcano area? Alright, baby snaking it. Alright, oops, wrong one. Sorry guys. Oop, there we go. Remember, these new buttons are all new for me. It's my story and I'm sticking to it. Especially since I made even more new ones today for these graphics. Alright, I think version 9 are getting ready to get into a fight. They're right over here on top of version 9. Yes, version 9 coming right up and in onto the Balas Reborn Esports. Let's see, green, spectate, Zero Mercy, my favorite team, by the way. Alright, Zero Mercy in just a moment. Let's see, I want to make sure that we get the fights too. Where is Zero? Oh, we were just on Zero Mercy. They are over here at the volcano in the volcano compound. And we do have the Real Gunners Esports over at the Recall, the school at Recall. So they are getting some shots in their direction. Almost there across the street from them. There are your boys. Alright. Zero Mercy, baby. What is happening over here? Let's check in on Alpha 4 Legend coming out of that Lipovka win against the Golden Eagles, and they are coming up on the version 9 right on over here. And the Balas Reborn. Oh, and Nuxify getting a shot. Just saw that, but it looked like he got the shot over here. I don't know. Maybe I read that wrong. Alright. So Alpha 4 Legend coming right in. And let's see. Looks like 101 getting chewed up, so he's got to get on out of there. And you should be able to get on in, but look at this. He is completely surrounded by teams. Balas up there. We got teams every direction. So as we're slowly closing these zones in on top of them. Let's see. I think now's a good time to put the iPad up. I don't really see any active fights. I see a lot of rotations, so I'll let you guys check in on the rotations. If I can scroll on in, there you go. You should be able to see where your teams are. I do see several teams that are going to maybe have a problem. Oh, Velocity, what are you doing? Where is Nuxify? I lost him somewhere. He is getting another knock. Let's see. I'll go ahead and get on back over here. Let's go peek in on what's going to happen up here, because I think Almost There is about ready to get pushed up on by several teams. You could see that we got Made in Nepal, Sign to God, and we have the Sinners coming down and around. Which team is this? Team 8. The Noobs coming all the way across from that South George area. And stay here for just a minute, center this map a little bit. Switch on over for you to check on your teams. And what is happening? It does sound like they are out and around. We got 33 Svan. Ooh, we got a PEL player. Alright, so let's see. Looks like he's trying to track them as they're driving across the range. Those wide open Naya fields up and around. Ooh, look at that. Who got you made? Oh, it was center. I got you. So let's head on over to here, see what's going on. Let's head in on Main Nepal. Swaz, Main Nepal down in the depths of the Yasnaya field. Look at the mini map bubble is there and pulled up on by several teams at the moment. Look, and just all out slaughter in that dip. I'm not sure how many teams that we lost, but I do see that all 4 of them from the center are still up and in this. And we do have Team 17 pushing right up and in almost there. And they are over here. Scarface is keeping an eye on the serial killers. So we got... Welcome back, everyone. Are you ready to see these scores? Zero Mercy with 3 winner chicken dinners tonight. 61 total points. Freedom Esports coming in second with 41. So aggressive this last match. Almost there, and Velocity tied at 27 each. Look at these scores, all right on top of each other. All right there. And let me go ahead and show you the iPad. We have not started yet. We still have almost a fully packed house. We are headed into tonight's final match of the Rain Out of the Deep $600 tournament. Sorry about that, guys. Lost my voice for a second. What do you guys think? Zero Mercy with 3 winner chicken dinners tonight. We are on hard start. We should be starting. This is match 5 of 10. Tomorrow night we have the last 5 remaining matches. So looks like version 9 are not in this match. I think we're getting ready to start. Let me go ahead and show you the iPad. You can see that version 9 is missing. All the rest of the teams are in their spot. And this time we're going to be jumping. Oops, wrong button. This time we're going to be jumping with. Come on. There it goes. Freedom Esports Clown. 7 eliminations. 1,035 damage. Woo. GG's. Then we're getting ready to head on into tonight's final match. Let me go ahead and get that. Let's get that iPad up there. There we go. The iPad up there. We will find... What did you delete? Anuj, I see you deleting stuff. Alright. So let's go. Let me find Freedom Esports Clown. There he is on your screen. And Freedom Esports over here. So his footsteps match. There we go. And then one more time, I'd like to shout out to Rennie Mitch. Thank you again for the super chat. I truly appreciate it. It does help me out quite a bit. Thank you for your support. Alright, so are you guys ready? We are 15 seconds away from the final match of tonight. Day 1, Rain Esports, $600 out of the deep. And there we go. Your final flight path of tonight. We are coming in from the armpit, all the way east of El Azahar, right over the top, a truck stop just to the south of San Martin, between El Pozo and Monte Nuevo, all the way over to the western wasteland wall. So there you go. There is your final flight path of tonight. Let's see what kind of chaos goes on at the start of this flight path. Everybody eager to get off this plane. Get their feet on the ground. Alpha for Legend already off. I see Bala's Reborn I see a lot of teams headed up towards that El Azahar area. I also see Sign to God. We know that Sign to God goes all the way to that north side. And let's see, looks like Freedom Esports has jumped off the plane and they are headed down to San Martin. So let me go ahead and get this on the screen. We'll keep peeking at the map. Let's see, because we do have Noobs Esports right there in Clown's sight. So Clown can see them from across the way. So Clown coming on down. It looks like we got Freedom Esports all the way over on the west side and Noobs Esports all the way over on the east side. So since these guys are separated, let's go back to the map and pay attention to where the rest of the chaos is happening. I do see that we've got the Celebrity Killers over in the Hacienda del Patron, and we've already got a fight going on. Let's get on over to the Golden Eagles NA because they are over here with Zero Mercy. We've already lost MZH, and it's the Golden Eagles right across the way. And there goes Ninja. There goes Ninja. Oh, and Boops. So now Zero Mercy down to just Baby. Zero Mercy does get Shoe, does get Casper. Baby is 1 HP. Come on. Switch on over. And here they go. So now Baby is the last one still standing. I don't know how long that map's been up there. I'm sorry, guys. And it looks like Demon coming up and around. Baby is down to 2 HP, but now Demon is down to about 5 HP. They're both low in health, and Baby trying to come up and around, and now pushing right up and in onto 3 of them from the Golden Eagles NA. Look at this. Shoo, and oh, and there goes Zero Mercy. Alright. You guys go ahead and check on your teams. Let me go back and see what else is going on. It does look like Freedom Esports being super aggressive this match as well. They are pushing up onto the Noobs over here. Let me make sure that clicks over. Sometimes my OBS does not cooperate, guys. I'm sorry. And now let's see what's going on. I don't think that's a good idea, Clown, because ooh, I feel like Neo is over there watching from across the way. Let me check in on what Neo is looking at. Yeah, no, Neo is looking the opposite way as they are coming up. Oh, he got found by Ash all the way up at the top. So now what's going on over here with Cat God? Cat God still over on this backside. So Stoxito, the only one getting able to check it out, and I do see that there's one up on top of the ridge with NE, so I don't think they'll be able to get him picked back up. Clown is right there, and I think he is, let's see, that is Ash that went after. Alright, so while you guys keep an eye on this, let me check in on the map over here. We are going all the way to that northwest edge. We've got La Cabarilla just going through the ruins, coming down and around just to the south of Ladrilla, north of Chumacera, going around that graveyard area, and Velocity is now getting pulled up on by the serial killers over at that graveyard area with Alpha 4 Legend and the Golden Eagles all on that outside ridge as well. So we're gonna have another fighter on that edge. So let's see, Freedom Esports right on that backside. Oh, that nade. Oh, he came out and oh, he was able to get under Stoxito, but he is down to about 5 HP. Neo across the way trying to get those shots. This Clown trying to push up these stairs. Remember, Clown was that last man top fragger. Still trying to push up the duo from Freedom Esports being so super aggressive. Neo on that backside. Neo trying to hold them off as they're coming up and in. And Stoxito does get knocked. And look at, oh, Neo gets taken down and out. So now it's just Cat God all the way across the way. So now can't see the fight, bro. Yeah, I know. Alright, so let's see what's going on over here with Velocity, because they're in this fight. Show us the fight. I know. It's on your screenshot. I can see what you're looking at. Alright, so now Velocity up to 2 eliminations, but we still have the serial killers across the way and Alpha 4 Legend coming up and across. So let's see what's going on. We are at the intersection. Oh, serial killers are pushing in one by one. So now 77 is coming up and along this ridge, but he does have Alpha 4 Legend across the way as well. So I'm not sure he can get across over to Samar, because look at this. He does see Alpha 4 Legend. Alpha 4 Legend all getting in around this corner. Alright, let's go ahead and put that iPad up so you guys can check in on what is happening over here. Alpha 4 Legend coming up right behind where 77K is. Look at this, 77K going right up, and looks like SK Bot is getting ready to drive right into Alpha 4 Legend. If you look at this, look at the mini map, there they all go, and Scott 77K, oh, right across from Alpha 4 Legend. So now Velocity still up to 4 team full squad, but Alpha 4 Legend all the way around us. So let's go. Let's see what else is happening. Ooh, the DSR is loud. Alright, look at Alpha 4 Legends getting ready to push up onto this duo from Velocity. And Velocity able to get on out of there. This is a Nuxify and Xenon trying to get on out. And just getting out of there just in time. And let's see what's going on. I thought they were pulling up into somebody. I'll go ahead and leave this up because I keep hearing the shots going on. But I want to check in on the map over here. This is the active fight at the moment. I do see another team pushed up and into San Martino. So now let's get back over to Freedom Esport. Oh, you gotta love it when you can tickle the belly. Alright, so let's go on over to hello LEGOP. Hello LEG. So we still have Cat God over here. We still have all 4 of them from Freedom Esports over here. And I do see the Golden Eagles also coming up and around. So now, what is this that's going on with Cat God? Cat God right across the way. Are you getting pulled up on by Freedom? Yes, Freedom Esports still trying to go. Oh, Cat God. Freedom Esports being so super aggressive this series. Freedom Esports up to 4 eliminations, taking out the Noobs Esports. But the Golden Eagles NA, they are now in position to pay attention to where everyone is down on that San Martin dip. Alright, what is happening? Almost there. Where are you? You're coming in from that north side. So, oh, Alpha 4 Legend coming right up and in, right under the Golden Eagles NA. Demon able to get that shot, but look at this. Demon down to about 5 HP. Shu Young finishing off one of them from Alpha 4 Legend. Let's see, where is Shu? And we did lose Casper in this, so Golden Eagles NA are down to just a trio, but it looks like they're getting ready to get aggressive and push over towards. Oh, no, not that side. Oh, Shu trying to come on down, pushing right up and over. Let's check in on Demon and they're right over here trying to push out the Alpha 4 Legend. But let's not forget that Freedom Esports is not too far behind. And so now it looks like Demon may be pushing in. Look at this. Freedom Esports taking out the Clown from Oh, too much going on. I can't keep up with all this. So now we got Soren in a fight with the serial killers. Where is this? Looks like it is. Everybody is coming right up and into the center area. Pretty soon we should be able to see them on the map. Let me go ahead and put the iPad up so you can see the total chaos right here in center zone. Look at all these teams coming right on in over towards this area. So now let me get on over there and check in on Soren. And I believe that might have been it for velocity. So let's see. It does look like Soren is getting pulled up on by Team Control Star. Team Control Star all taking this high ground. But you can see that Team Control Star is actually split up on the 2-2. Soren, we got Exotic on the screen. Exotic still trying to get all these angles. But look at Team Control Star on a 2-2 split right across. Almost there in that fight. Let's see, I think we missed that fight for almost there. We do have Made Nepal just to the north. Freedom Esports coming right up and into on all of that. Sign to God coming in from this northeast side. We've got the Balas Reborn coming in from La Gabaria because we are still on this northern side of Miramar. So let's go over to Team Control Star JPK right on. Oh, ooh, Angelica. They're trying to take that vest right off of you. They do not like that bikini, apparently. And we also have another team. Freedom Esports is now coming up into this. Freedom Esports just on fire tonight. Let's see what's going on as they are creeping right up and in right behind JPK and Angelica. They got to be able to hear this. And now Team Control Star is on a 2-2 split, so Team Control Star does have to move on out. I'm not sure what. Oh, they are still right there. So now look at this. Oh, but Robin from across the way on the other side with that off angle. So now they're gonna come on over, try to get Clown picked back up. Where is Ash? Ash is coming up, but we do know that we've got Team Control Star. Let's see what's going on right on down here. JPK back up onto his feet. They should be able to get picked back up. And Sign to God. Did you see that? Sign to God also in the fight. Let's see if I can find that while you guys watch this. They're in a fight with almost there over on that other side. Let's see if Team Control Star. Oh no, Team Control Star lost JPK. And now Angelica getting on out of there. But we've also got another fight going on over here with Sign to God. Sign to God trying to get on in and let me find Saran. Saran is right on this backside and just getting into zone. But we do have almost there up on this ridge line. Almost there is just a duo. They're coming into these final stages as a duo, trying to hold off Sign to God from coming into zone. And Moten finds Silent. Oh, Silent has been taken on out, but we do have Toxic Mahal coming right up and over the backside, trying to get these shots. Toxic Mahal taking out Moten. So now we are down to just Wolf over here for almost there, coming right up and in. Has this nade primed and ready, headed up and over towards Sign to God. Does not get the elimination, and I think Sign to God should be able to get the 3. Yep, look at that. We got 3 of them back up onto their feet, but that nade could go over towards the Toxic Mahal. Does get it over onto Animal, and ooh, Ronnie can see you from across the way. And now Toxic Mahal coming up and over this ridgeline. Oh, that nade by Wolf. And now it's just up to Saran. Saran coming right up and over the seat swap off the back. And oh, Karan finishing that, and he might be able to get his teammates picked back up. Animal was down to 1 HP. What a fight. What a fight. All right, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's see what else is happening. Looks like it might be a good time to go ahead and put that iPad back up. Let's go. Let's see. We do have the... Well, I don't think I can zoom in just yet because we still have that... We still have Sign to God all the way over by water treatment, getting their teams picked back up. But there are your teams. We are centering around that Monte Nuevo area. We do have several teams coming in from that north side. We've got Balas all the way over at that west. Sinners, I believe. Oh, yeah. We've got Karan way up at north side of El Pozo with the rest of his team already down in that print shot just to the north side of Monte Nuevo. We do have Freedom Esports in the Mount Kilimanjaro. Oh, I see a mess coming up right on over here. Soren Cubs coming really close to Freedom Esports, and also the Real Gunners going straight at Made in Nepal. Let's get Made in Nepal on the screen as they are coming right up and in onto him. Where is Wagwan? And look at this, they are still right up on top. So now let's go. Let's see what else is happening with Soren. Baba Booey, hello. Oh, low battery. Please stay for just a few more minutes. Let me see if I can plug this in. Don't go anywhere, guys. Don't go anywhere. Hopefully that'll work. Hopefully, guys. Oh, no. There we go. That was my fault. Alright. There we go. Back in business, guys. Back in business. Alright, so now let's see. What are we missing? Woo, that was a heart attack. Alright, let's see what's going on. So we still have the Sinners. I'm not sure how he's going to be able to get back with his team I'm not sure why he was so far away from his team, all the way up in El Pozo area. But we do have Soren taking over this north side. Karan's still trying to come on down and we still have Sign to God and the Golden Eagles all the way over on the side. Toxic Mahal still right on over here. Look at this animal trying to get healed up. We do have the Golden Eagles and trying to pull up in right behind him. Let me check in on what's happening over here with the Golden Eagles. Shoo shoo. Well, it looks like we're just trying to rotate into zone because we are in stage 4, going into stage 5, where the zone is really going to start to hurt. Freedom Esports still in this fight. Freedom Esports, they are on fire. They are so super aggressive tonight, coming right up and in. They did get that elimination, and look at this. Here comes Sign to God, right up and over, right into Ash. Sign to God still trying to get on over, and also the Golden Eagles NA, they are all coming up on this backside of the Mount Kilimanjaro farm. All of this happening right on over here next to Ash, and Ash is right in here. Ash is trying to get these shots. Ash is down to the Golden Eagles NA. Clown, our last match top fragger, we're watching over as the Golden Eagles. No, The Sinners have now pushed right up and in. So now Freedom Esports down to Just Juice, trying to get up and over this ridge line as the Sinners are trying to push up and over. So now let's see what else is going on. Those shots onto the Sinners. Let me go ahead and zoom on in. Our zone is closed. We have all these teams that are outside of the zone. I think now I can switch on over. No, let's not switch just yet. Juice still trying to hold off the Golden Eagles as the Golden Eagles and the Sinners put this free squeeze play onto Freedom Esports. Freedom Esports going out in 10th. I believe they are all just crushing in onto each other. So now let me put that map up there. And the real gunners in a fight with Ballas Esports. Let's get on over here and see what's happening with the Ballas. Here we go, the Ballas. And I don't see real gunners anymore, so I believe the real gunners have been taken out. We still have the duo from Made in Nepal, and they've heard all of that, but they did not leave just yet. There is Syndra. Let's go on up here and find out what's going with Soren, not Syndra. So Soren right at the top. Soren does have to come on in. They are a full 4-man team. Bomb Boy with the AK 4 times right on it. Alpha 4 Legend in a fight with Ballas. Now Sinners in a fight with the Golden Eagles. I cannot keep up with all these fights. Oh, there goes the Golden Eagles NA out to the Sinners. And they are still pushing right up and in. Alpha 4 Legend down to just a solo now with all of them from Soren pushing right up and in. Who is that right down below? He's trying to get the jump shot. And who is that came up and around? I completely missed who that was that got the shotgun. But and look at all the teams pushing up onto Soren now. So Soren, let me see. It was Cubs. Cubs was able to get that shot off, but now here are the teams right up and in. We do have 2 teams coming in. We got the Signed to God from the top of the hill, and Ballas also right on over here. So let's see what's going on with and watching the Sinners, watching Team Control Star. Team Control Star also right over here in the smoke. Look at all the teams that are right here in this compound. That is 4 teams right over here. We got the Sinners over here. We have Signed to God, Ballas Esports Reborn, and Soren. Angelica coming right on through with that S12, and I have no idea what just happened, but Bomba Boy, you're coming up underneath in the mall, coming on down in that third party. And we do have Soren. Soren's still trying to pick everybody up. We do have Exotic now getting pulled up on by Signed to God. Oh, Signed to God, Toxic Mahal coming up from behind. And there goes Mercy. Signed to God up to 7 eliminations. In top 3, we have 3 teams remaining. So let me put this map back up so you guys can check in on where your teams are. They're all right on top of each other. Animal sees them from across the way, but does not have ammo in his gun. Animal. Saran at the top does have this. Does have the hay bale, and we're down to the top 2 teams. It is looking good. He is up to 6 eliminations. So now Saran, I believe it may be Saran versus, no, I think Toxic Mahal. Toxic Mahal may be getting ready. Oh, that is not what I meant to do. There we go. Toxic Mahal heading on over, trying to get those shots, and it is Signed to God coming in first. Look at this. 10 eliminations, 10 placement points, 20 total points for this final Miramar match of Rain Esports $600 day one. Balla's Reborn. Shout out to them. We're getting all aggressive at the end. 9 eliminations. And the Sinners. Let's not forget the Sinners. They were up to 11 eliminations. Geez, you sweaty beast. Here are the rest of your scores. 4 through 6. 7 through 9. 10 through 12. 13 through 15. Going all out. Signed to God Toxic Mahal. 6 eliminations, 683 damage. Give me just a minute and I will be right back with tonight's unofficial live scores. Be right back. A lot of chaos going on. Let's get back on over to almost there. Let's see what's going on when Mo did. Oh, he's been taken down. But I thought he was going to get picked up, but it doesn't look so good for him now. Now almost there. Getting out of this dip. Oh, the dip of death over here. And we still have 33 spawn. He is right here in this parking lot. We've got all sorts of cars for your fancy and your current price level. Alright, so let's see. Let's go ahead and check in over here on what is happening with the celebrity killers while I zoom in on the map over here. When we switch over, you'll be able to see what's happening. I feel like Freedom Esports is in trouble. Let's see if we can get on over here, see what's going on with him. This Juice is down to about 5 HP, and they are all pushing up and around. The real gunners just coming on in. Godlin is out of it, but let me check in on the Tempa. What are you doing? It looks like they're just cleaning up the edge and now doing the sweep, and they should run right into Team 4 version 9 honk as they drive right on by. Let's see who is he seeing. Checking on Nahan right on over here watching, and now Nahan trying not to drive straight up and into Team 16 and decided instead to head over to Team 10 Zero Mercy. We were Team 16 Alpha Core Legend down in that dip, or down in that compound, and he is still not in zone. So let me scroll in on the iPad, give you an idea. No one is in zone at this moment, so let me show you. You can see that they are all driving around the outside of zone, all trying to get the fights, but they do have to get into zone. This is stage 6. Stage 6 is nothing to play with. And they had down to about 2 HP getting pushed up on it. That was baby. Zero Mercy. Baby, he knows. They know that they've got a team right there in front of them. They know that they've got the Sinners right behind them. There it goes. Welcome back, everyone. Are you ready to see tonight's scores? Coming in first, Zero Mercy, 62 total points. Freedom Esports on these aggressive plays, 47. Signed to God with that last winner chicken dinner, shooting up to 43 total points. Those are your scores going into tomorrow's final 5 matches. This was day 1 for the Rain Out of the Deep $600 tournament. Thank you everyone for coming out and supporting Rain Esports and me and all these amazing players. You guys gotta let me know who are your favorites. If you guys are doing the VOD review, let me know your favorite play. Don't forget Casper in the first Miramar with the only 1v4 that I caught tonight. Thank you, everyone. Have a great night. Happy Labor Day. Stay safe, and I will see you tomorrow night for day 2. Good night, everyone. Oh, and one last thing. Shout out one last time to Rennie Mitch for the Super Chat. Good night, everyone.